Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, are we live yet?
Yes, we are.
Oh my gosh, we're live!
Hi!
Woo!
Oh my gosh, hi!
Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to New Year's Eve Comic Book Girl 19 special.
Oh my gosh, we're live!
I'm so proud of you guys who figured it out, like the time zone stuff, and because a lot of people are having trouble with it. Like, it's not on yet, and it's like, dude, it hasn't even started, bro. Like, it's Pacific Standard Time. Get on my level. Get on my level.
And this show is going to be full of technical problems, probably.
Yeah, a lot of technical problems. This is our first time doing something like this, right? I mean, Robot, you've never been live streaming before, have you?
I've never been live streaming.
Yeah. So,
this is exciting.
It is exciting. I'm really excited to share my New Year's with you. I didn't have any cool plans that came up. And I was like, you know what? Like 4 days ago, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do our own. Let's do a live special. Let's just talk about all the movies that I didn't get to talk about since Thor. There's been so many movies that have come out, and I haven't done any videos because I've been working on Watchmen box stuff. So, okay, guys. Well,
how's this gonna work?
We're gonna start the program, and then we're gonna talk about stuff. You're gonna hear the promo first. Don't leave. Okay, just keep going. So I'm gonna start this, and then we'll make it happen. You know. So, alright guys.
Roll that beautiful beans footage.
Alright guys. Fuck. Alright, 3.
It's the Comic Book Girl 19 New Year's Special, live! Featuring movie reviews of Justice League, The Shape of Water, Downsizing, The Disaster Artist, Star Wars, The Last Jedi, Bright, plus, who will Comic Book Girl kiss at midnight? Will it be Robot?
Oh, it's totally gonna be me. Who else has a chance here? Ha!
Space Brain.
Oh my gosh, go golly gee, pick me!
Beans the Cat. Duke Leto the Lizard.
Duke Leto!
It's the Comic Book Girl 19 New Year's Special! Stay tuned till midnight to see the ball drop at midnight. Live! Answering your questions live on the air.
Hi guys, ask me anything!
It's the Comic Book Girl 19 New Year's Special live! Live!
Everybody, thank you for joining us for our New Year's Eve special here on YouTube Live. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for joining us.
Hello, live!
So you guys didn't get invited to anything either, huh?
Oh my gosh, I didn't get invited to anything, but I'm happy to be here.
You know what? We're doing our own thing this year. We're doing our own thing, and we're going to have a great time. We're going to review a lot of movies that I haven't had a chance to review. We've been gone since Thor. We've been taking a break. We've been working on Watchmen box logistics, all sorts of stuff, so...
It's my first New Year's.
It's your first New Year's, and I'm so excited to share it with you, Space Brain and Robot. This isn't our first New Year's. It's not going to be our last.
This is the first New Year's that I'm here.
Well...
Normally I'm at the club with some beautiful ladies, but this year I'm going to do this.
So I guess we're just doing it live!
Live!
It's going to be, oh, so much fun.
So how does this work? I don't understand what the live part is.
So what's happening tonight is we're all going to talk about some movies, a lot of movies, and then after each movie we're going to talk to the internet and take questions and see what they have to say.
You're going to take questions live on the internet?
Take questions live on the internet. You guys, so excited. It's going to be fucking sick.
So I can just get on there and ask you anything I want?
Anything you want. I may or may not answer, but I'm going to talk to you.
I thought it was supposed to be about the movie you just talked about.
Well, yeah, it's about the movie. I mean, I would prefer those questions. But if you have a really good question, it's not related to the movie, I might take it.
What movies are we reviewing?
Well, today we're going to be talking about Justice League. We're going to be talking about The Shape of Water. Okay?
Oh, wow.
The Disaster Artist. We've got Star Wars, The Last Jedi.
Star Wars?
Yeah. Bright! Netflix's fucking first big feature. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah.
You saw all these movies over December?
I did, actually, yeah.
Oh, while you were gone?
Yeah, I was still watching movies.
And this is your first video all of December, too.
Well, and it's our last video of 2017. We've had a great year, guys.
And the first of 2018?
And the first of 2018. You know, as one door closes, one opens. And cheers to you guys. Cheers to 2017. Cheers to 2018. Cheers to Comic Book Girl 19 show. Cheers to me. Cheers to Director T-Bone. Cheers to everybody.
Is this gonna be a New Year's special, like one of those where you just have to buy a lot of time and?
Yeah, it's gonna be messy. Yeah, it's gonna be the Comic Book Girl 19 messy New Year's Eve show live.
Have you been drinking?
Yes, it's New Year's Eve.
Where's my drink?
Well, I mean, I would have champagne, but we spent all of our money on this new laptop, so I'm just gonna be drinking my.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I'm gonna be drinking my regular blends. So.
Oh, that'll do the trick.
So first up, let's talk about Justice League.
Justice League?
Justice League.
What did you think about it? That came out months ago.
I know, I'm really so late. Okay, so Justice League.
I've been waiting for months to hear what you think.
I know a lot of you have, and it's been crazy times. But like we're managing, and Justice League managed to not be a total wreck, in my opinion.
What, you liked it?
I mean, I'm not going to say I liked it, but I'm going to say that, like, I think it could have been a hell of a lot worse, and I think that Joss Whedon steered it out of a dumpster fire.
But you hate DC.
Oh, well, no, I don't hate DC. That's not a real thing.
That's what the trolls on the internet say.
I know, but that's not a real thing. And I felt like Joss Whedon got some characters right. You know, I felt like Superman was done right for the first time, which that's a step in the right direction. I mean, if I'm not, like, interested in your Superman, you got a problem. But in this movie, I was like, oh, that's Superman. Like, okay. Like, I was totally into it. I didn't hate it. I thought it could have been a lot worse. I think Joss Whedon came in and really he did the best he could with what he had. You know what I'm saying? I was really excited to see a Superman that I felt
Really? Because a lot of people said that he ruined it. They wanted the Zack Snyder version. Some people said that.
I mean, it's for whatever your flavor is. I don't like the Zack Snyder flavor. I prefer the Joss Whedon flavor. And the Joss Whedon flavor is more like true to the comic books because he actually reads the comic books and he actually knows what's going on. He actually understands these characters like on a real level. And so I got to see Superman for the first time on big screen because the last two films, that was not Superman. I don't know who that was, but that wasn't Superman. So I was excited to see Superman for the first time on the big screen. I felt like that's a great step in the right direction. There's still a lot that they have to kind of figure out. It's still like really weird. I mean, we all know that Ben Affleck isn't going to be Batman like anymore. Like he's falling apart. Like Ben Affleck has just been falling apart for years now. Like he's having like the worst year of his life.
Why is he falling apart?
I mean, he's been going through this maybe divorce with Jennifer Garner for a long time. They announced they were splitting. Then only this year, Jen was like, yeah, we're going to really divorce and like things. And you've seen him and he looks terrible. The paparazzi are always showing him. He's like fucking looking, he's had to go to rehab. Like he's falling apart. He thought that he could take on Batman and like do it. And then he couldn't. He fucking couldn't. His personal life fell apart. He can't do it. He can't do it. Christian Bale, okay? He's a psychopath. He can be Bruce Wayne, like, because he's a psycho like Bruce Wayne's a psycho. Like, fucking Ben Affleck, like, I'm not saying he's a bad Batman, but I am saying that, like, he's not, like, a psycho like that. Like,
what's the big deal? I could be Batman. It's not that hard.
It's really hard to be Batman. Are you kidding me? Batman's fucking crazy.
You just hit the gym, get ripped, and then you go on camera and you say your lines.
Yeah, but Ben Affleck didn't even want to hit the gym and get ripped. Like, he's, like, drinking because he's, like, his life is falling apart. I feel so bad for him. Like, I'm not trying to poke fun at Ben Affleck. Like, I feel for him.
Who do you think should be Batman next?
Fuck, I don't know. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do. It's a fucking mess. Like, it's so much.
Well, there's an Aquaman movie coming out. Are you excited about that?
I mean, I'll check it out. I'll watch the fucking Aquaman movie. Jason Momoa, I think Joss Whedon really saved the whole Jason Momoa thing because under Zack Snyder's like, well, we'll make fucking Aquaman a cool bro since he's such a joke in the comic books. And then it becomes a joke because he's this dumb bro. And then Joss Whedon comes in, he's like, oh my god, he's just a dumb bro. And then he makes it okay. He totally forgives the dumb bro thing just by putting that scene in there where he sits on the lasso of truth and starts actually talking about his feelings. And like, that was Joss Whedon written all over that bitch,
You liked
man.
that scene?
Oh, it was like one of my best scenes. Are you kidding me? It was so good. Like, it was like, yes, it totally forgave Aquaman for being a dumb bro. And I was like, dude, Joss, you fucking genius. Like, you figured this out. Like, good for you, bro.
But what did you think about the movie overall?
Overall, it was kind of a waste of my time. But whatever. I mean, I'll tell you my favorite part of the movie, though. I'll tell you my favorite part of the movie. My favorite part of the movie was that end credit scene where you have the Flash and you have Superman, and they're gonna race across the fucking United States to see who's the fastest. That's fucking sick.
Comic Book Girl, have you heard the news? Almost everybody's talking about the DCU possibly being rebooted. What do you think?
Look, I haven't been keeping up with all the DCEU news, whatever, but, you know, you tell me. You know, you ask me your questions. Let's go to the internet. Fire away, guys.
Going to the internet, live! Your questions.
Your questions.
Start typing them in. Woo!
Hey, are you guys hearing me? Hello. What's up, guys? So, Justice League. What did you guys think about it? You tell me. I'm taking your questions.
This is the part where you take people's questions?
Yes, the part where I take your questions. Yeah,
We got a lot of people watching here.
I know, we got like almost 169.
Whoa!
1,006. Oh, now it's 1710. Okay. Yeah, Justice League was super nuts. By the way, hey to Pierre Jerome. Hi, how's it going? I see you, Davey Sockrocker. I saw you over there. And also, what's up, Steve? Hey, Steve. Saw you. Saw you too. I wonder if Nick the Rat's around. Everybody's ratting around.
Nick the Rat.
Yeah. So, Justice League. Fuck, what a mess.
Ask her some hard-hitting questions.
I mean, Roma, what did you think about it?
That movie came out months ago. I barely remember it.
I know, I do too. It's like those the fly people who care. Was it Steppenwolf? Was that the name of the guy? Steppenwolf? I didn't like him. I thought he was boring, but they're all boring.
What was wrong with Steppenwolf?
You know, just CGI, and I was like, whatever. I wasn't really into it, so I wasn't into that. I didn't. Yeah, but it could have been, like I said, it could have been worse. Okay, here's something that I didn't say. That's like, okay, I love that. Earlier in the year, I saw that they were doing Black Superman, like Superman Returns Superman, where he's all in black, and he's got, like, longer hair, and he's fucking angry, and he hates everybody. And, like, okay, that is, like, the worst. Like, that's, like, the worst Superman. Like, nobody likes Superman, like, Death of Superman Returns, whatever the fuck. Like, nobody... That's, like, the worst Superman. And, of course,
Why?
Zack Snyder is, like, doing that one. Because it's, like, the one from the 90s that, like, sucks and, like, ruined the industry, like, fucking comic book industry. And, like, so, I love that Joss Whedon came in, and he's like, we're not going to do any of this. We're not going to do any of this. Like, we have to get rid of all of it, you know? Because, like, I remember seeing pictures of What's-His-Face, like, on the streets dressed up in the black outfit, and I was like, oh, no. And then Joss is like, nope, back it up. It's like Ant-Man, you know, back it up. We're like, we're not going to do that shit. So I thought that was, I'm really glad that I didn't see that Superman in here. And I'm glad that I saw, even though the Superman, man, that was such an epic troll where the other studio, like Paramount or something, wouldn't let, what's-his-face, since they had to do all these reshoots, right? They had to do all these reshoots. Like Henry Cavill came back, but he was doing this other shoot, and he, like, had a mustache, and, like, Warner Brothers was like, hey, can we have him shave the mustache? And the other studio was like, no, you can borrow him, but you can't do that. So then Warner Brothers had to, like, spend, like, how many millions of dollars, like, CGI getting rid of that fucking mustache, and it looks so fucking weird. Like, that's hilarious. Like, that's really funny.
Ian Griffin asks, what did you think about the mustache?
I mean, it looked awful. It looked awful. What did you think? I mean, it looked like shit. Like, everyone, it was just, like, really awful. And creepy and weird. So, oof. Poor Warner Brothers, man. Poor Warner Brothers. Like, even their boy, like, Campea is like, I don't know, we gotta change this up, you know? It's like, their diehard fans are like, even they were like, no, we gotta reboot this universe. Like, we don't know what's going on. it's pretty messed up. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm excited for what's his face, the Cyborg guy. I didn't care about. I really liked the Flash. I thought the Flash guy was cute. I thought he was really
Andrew
good.
Poopingham asked, "Did you like the Flash?"
Yeah, I liked the Flash. I did. I thought he was really cute. I didn't like his costume with all those ropes everywhere. Like, I didn't quite understand, like, that whole thing, like, that design. But I liked him, and I thought he was really cute, and I liked his optimism and his enthusiasm, and that's what's been missing from these movies. He's kind of like the space brain of the group. Space Brain, what did you think of old dude? Was he your favorite, the Flash?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, the Flash was adorable.
Yeah, the Flash was really good.
Why are you asking Space Brain questions? He doesn't even have a camera. And where's my camera?
Well, here, hold on. Let me get your camera. Here.
Put my camera on.
Hold on. Your camera's right here. Here you go. There you go.
There I am.
There's your camera. Yeah, we don't have we didn't even think we were going to do this, so we only had 2 webcams going on.
Space Brain doesn't get his own camera, but I do.
He does. Yeah, I mean, you know, everyone knows that Robot, you're number 1. That's why everyone's here. It's because it's your New Year's special. I saw your promo picture.
That's right. It's Robot's New Year's special.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's it? It's like you're the worst host ever. Like, you're like, oh, I'm the host, and then you're fucking don't even know what's up.
that was your cue. You
Look,
missed
you
your
gotta
cue.
buy time, okay? This is the whole point of bullshitting, is that's what being a host is. It's just bullshitting. Like, that's, like, all it is. Like,
Well, we've got 2 hours to fill here, so
well, yeah. Well,
I hope you brought in a musical guest to buy an hour or 2.
we didn't. We have got Beans! Beans, where is she?
But we do have some exciting segments, right?
No, we do have some exciting segments.
What's the next segment? Are we ready to go to the next segment?
Coming up in a couple minutes, we're going to be talking about The Shape of Water. So we're going to come
Shape of Water.
Yeah. So that's a new one. That one was went pretty good. Yeah. So you have a classy bow tie. I saw someone mention your bow tie.
Oh yes,
your bow
I got
tie
it just for the show.
I was really I think it's a great look for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, baby.
Yeah. Hey.
Who are you gonna kiss at midnight?
I mean, we'll see. That's the big reveal, right?
I know you can't resist this hard aluminum frame. Come on.
Yeah. We'll see. Let's see how much more of this they drink tonight, and then we'll see what's going on. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't. What else with DC? Anything else? I don't know.
Let's talk about our ball that we're going to drop tonight.
Oh, dude, we got a ball we're dropping tonight. We totally have a ball we're dropping tonight, just like the ball I'm dropping right now.
Hey, this is going great. What are you talking about?
No, this is going great. I don't know what I'm talking about. No, we have a ball that we're dropping at midnight, so you got to stay around
The ball
for that.
is up
We're gonna do
right
the ball.
above my
We're
head.
gonna do the ball drop, and it's gonna it's gonna happen right around here, and then we'll do the kiss.
And you made the
that'll be
ball.
it. Yeah, I did. I made the ball yesterday. I made the ball. Yeah, I made it. I'm really excited.
Thank
about
you,
it.
everyone, for being here. You could be watching Carson Daly, but
yeah.
instead you're watching something much more exciting.
Much more exciting. Well, is all that shit, like, done, though? I mean, like, aren't they, like, done with it? Like, don't they get, like, East Coast time or something? Or what? I guess they air it. I don't know. I don't watch that shit. I don't watch, like, stuff that's on TV.
I don't know, but when I was 5 years old, Carson Daly was the #1 guy.
Yeah, he's,
Hey, if they asked you to do the NBC New Year's special in Times Square, would you say yes?
I would be really astounded if somebody asked me that. I would be like,
Why? It could happen.
be like me. I don't think that I'm too raw. I think I'm too raw for that. I don't think that, like, I don't think they really want this. I don't think they could handle this, to be quite honest with you, because this is a lot. This is a lot right here, and, you know, if I can't say fuck, then, like, it's over.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
if I'm gonna get
that's just
fined
the
by the
problem.
FCC for that, and
You need to stop doing
like,
that so
I'm
much.
not gonna. It's not even gonna work. It's not even gonna
Do
work.
people still watch TV?
I guess so. I mean, I keep seeing those, like, promos for stuff like the new SWAT team, SEAL team, and then there's
Mike
SWAT.
Cap says, "How old is Robot?" I'm 14 years old, bro.
He's 14
How
years
old are you?
old. He's 14 years old. He's 14-year-old, bro.
Got a lot
Okay,
of cool
guys.
bros watching me today.
I know there are a lot of cool bros. All right, now it's time. We're going to our next movie review, guys. So, yeah.
You're much more excited about this next movie.
Oh my gosh, so excited. Bye, guys. Okay, so now let's talk about The Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water.
Oh, you mean the fish monster movie?
Yeah, the fish monster movie. Guillermo del Toro's newest movie. After his last movie, I gotta say, Crimson Peak really disappointed me. I was really bummed in his gothic romance, and so much so that, like, I doubted him as a storyteller. I was like, I don't know if this guy might be a hack fraud.
You were really disappointed in him.
I was really disappointed. I mean, it's a personal problem, but, like, I was really disappointed, and so I was hesitant to see this movie. But I had a lot of friends who came to me, who were texting me, and they were like, oh, have you seen The Shape of Water yet? And I was like, I guess I should see it. So I went and saw it, I gave it a chance, and I was blown away. And, like, Guillermo del Toro totally redeemed himself.
What? You liked it?
I did. I really liked it.
I thought you were going to say the movie stinks.
No.
Because it does stink.
Well, you don't like it?
No. There wasn't nearly enough fish monster attacks.
Yeah.
Who makes a fish monster that is a love story?
Well,
please.
I liked it. I mean, maybe I'm a girl and I just like love stories, but I thought it was really sweet.
I liked it, Comic Book Girl. I find a story with an unconventional love interest to be personally appealing.
Is that right? Uh-huh.
Nah, shut up, Space Brain. Fish monsters are about violence and action. Not about kissing and...
I really liked it, guys. I really liked it. I thought it was really sweet. I thought Guillermo del Toro totally redeemed himself. He learned all of the lessons, like the mistakes that he made the last time. He didn't make them this time around. And again, he's doing a horror romance movie because his last movie was it was a gothic romance, but it was horror driven. And same with this one. And I like romance. I'm a girl. I'm a little bit into it. So I was appreciative of this entry. I thought that I love that it talked a lot about, you know, different people. Like, you have all of these people who are outsiders that all become friends. You know, you have a woman who's mute, you have a gay man, and you have a black woman. And they're all friends, you know, like, they have their little deal going on. And you have a fish monster, and, like, he's the ultimate outsider. And so these outsiders help the ultimate outsider. And I also love the fact that sexuality was present in this film, at the forefront of this film. It's a fairy tale for adults, where...
Wasn't enough nudity.
Look, okay, you may... I mean, there was a lot of nudity. What are you talking about? There's so much fucking titties in this movie?
If you're not gonna have fish monster action, you gotta fill it in with TNA, and there wasn't either enough.
What? There was so many fucking tits and... There was so much titties and ass in this. Like, what do you... Anyway, whatever. Don't listen to him. It was amazing. In fact, what's-her-face, fucking...
I appreciated that the lead did the nude scenes.
Yeah, and she had a banging body, and good for her. She looked great. So I was like, yes, girl, get it. Fucking get it. And also that fish monster played by Doug Jones. I love that guy. I have had a crush on his characters since Hocus Pocus. He was like Billy Bones in that, and I had a crush on his character there. Then I had a crush on, like, the Silver Surfer in that terrible Fantastic Four movie, and he was that. I had a crush on Abe Sapien in the Hellboy movie. He was fucking Abe Sapien.
This was my most disappointing movie of the year.
Yeah, and what would you... I mean, I guess just more blood.
What would I do?
Yeah.
I would have the fish monster kill everybody.
Kill everybody, even his love interest.
Yes, even his love interest.
Especially her.
Yes, and he kills the whole town, and then...
Before or after they mated?
Well, during.
It's usually the female that's eating dudes' heads off, but whatever.
Well, you just wait till I make my fish monster to make up for this.
I don't know, I thought it was sweet. Whatever.
I did too.
Yeah, I just really liked Michael Shannon's performance. I loved his character's motivation. I totally, like, felt it. I was totally in there with him. And even though he was ultimately the real monster in the film, like, the fish monster, that wasn't the real monster. Michael Shannon was the real monster. But I still had compassion for him. And, you know, I mean, I see where he's coming from. I mean, he's just been, like, fucking twisted by all this, like, mad pressure he's had on him his whole life for being a dude, you know? It's like, I get it.
Are you saying that the pressures of 1960s society to be the ideal man were too much for him, and that's what drove him to be such a jerk?
Well, yeah, absolutely. It totally twisted him as a person, and it's like it's an unrealistic expectation to have on a human being, you know, to be this ultimate, oh, I always get shit done, like, oh, I'm fucking, oh, you know, it's like, it's too much. Like, nobody's like that. Everybody's human beings, and...
And now we're going to take your questions live about the failed fish monster movie.
Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water.
Tell me, what do you think, Internet?
Ask her anything.
Hey guys.
And
So,
we're back.
We're back. Hi. We're back. Hi. So, Fish Monster movie.
Fish monster movie.
Yeah. I was at first, like I said, I really was like super bummed on that other movie, and I was like, this guy, I don't know about him. But then I saw this, I was like, okay, good. Like, he figured it out. He figured it out. What did you guys think of The Shape
Let's
of
take
Water?
some questions from the internet.
Think? You tell me. What did you think? I'm gonna take a little.
A lot of these are not questions.
I know, like this is all experimental for us. So this is kind of having fun here tonight. We're just gonna see.
Yay
see
titties.
what's
That's
happening.
not a comment.
I
But
know,
yay titties.
but
Am I right, Jason?
Hey, yay
Woo!
titties. You know, like who doesn't like titties? I think that they're really. I mean, that's like one of the first things we all come in contact with, like as human beings, is the titty, like our mom's boob, and so it's very comforting for. I think that's why everybody likes titties so much.
Eric Espinoza asks,
asks,
what are your thoughts on Disney buying 21st Century Fox?
What are my thoughts on Disney buying 20th Century?
You haven't talked about that at all. That's big news.
I know. Well, I don't really want to talk about it because I heard that like Congress or something, like the government was maybe going to try to block it, and so I don't want to get too excited or not excited or whatever the fuck I'm going to feel about it. Anything could happen. So until like it's official, like I don't think it's Facebook official yet. So I have been kind of withholding my judgment until it's like Facebook official because I feel like it's not official yet. So we'll see. But
But if it did happen, what would you do? Poop your pants?
If it did happen, I mean, I have a lot of feelings about it. I have a lot of layered, complex feelings about it, and I'm still kind of processing them. And on one level, I'm so excited for the mutants to come home. I want the mutants in the MCU. I've been saying this for 5 years, ever since I've been on YouTube. Like, I really want to see the mutants back home where they belong, because they belong in that universe. And some people, like, who don't read the comic books, they don't realize that in the Marvel universe, like, all of them are in a shared continuity. So the mutants are a part of the same continuity as the Avengers, as Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, they're all a part of one continuity. Unless they're, like, Ultimates or something. But that's a whole other bag of cats. So, so I'm excited to have, I want to see my X-Men done right. And I feel like Kevin Feige and the good people over at Marvel, Disney, could do a good job with that. And I think it needs to be restarted anyways, because we need to get away from that other trash. But at the same time, I'm really conflicted because now, like, they own, like, Alien and Predator. So what does a Disney Alien and Predator movie look like? Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't...
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You just got me excited.
Why? I mean, would you want to see a Disney... I mean, because they're going to have to make another division of Disney that is not called Disney, that it's called something else, but is still a part of them, and that does the R-rated movies. Like, they're going to have to do that and branch out. And, okay, I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. So we'll see. But again, I don't know. Anything could happen. I feel like we live in a universe of possibilities. Like
anything could happen.
Anything could happen, guys. Anything could happen.
Remember when you were talking about Spider-Man coming into the Marvel?
Yeah.
And then it happened.
And then I was like so crazy because I was like, yeah, everyone wants to see Spider-Man in the MCU, and then it fucking happened. So it's like, am I gonna get this wish too? You know, like dare I get excited here? And that's another reason though that I don't want to get too excited, is because like I just don't want to like be like really pumped and then have my, heartbroken because it doesn't happen or something.
So that's why you haven't talked about it that much?
Yeah, that's why I haven't talked about it that much. That's why I haven't talked about it.
Actually, you haven't talked about anything all month, so...
I know, but I've been working on...
Where have you been?
I've been working on Watchman box logistics. I've been working on ordering, like, everything that goes in the Watchman box, making sure that it's getting here, making sure the vendors are paid, making sure that it's showing up to the distribution warehouse, going to the warehouse, like, updating all of the people who bought one through emails, letting them know what's going on. Like, and it's...
So you're saying the show turned into a shipping operation?
It did. It turned into a shipping operation because there's only so many things I can do at once, and this is like a really big project, so I have to put all my eggs in this basket. Plus I'm tired, so it's like it's all I can do right now. I can't do, it's too much to do more than that. I signed all the books. I did that. I smashed that in like 2 days. I felt really good about that, but that was really draining. That was a lot of stuff. But I'm like so happy, and we're like almost done. We're a little behind, But as of like 2 days ago, like everything came in, everything's in. We just have to give them the CSV files, and then they can start printing out the shipping labels, slapping them on, getting them out the fucking door for Watchmen Club in February.
Okay, so Mark Cruz has a question for you. He says, what did you think about the Infinity War trailer?
Oh, that's a good one. What did I think about the Infinity War trailer?
Do we have to go to the next bit now?
No, we have 5 minutes to talk about the Infinity War trailer.
Oh!
Yeah. So, the Infinity War trailer. Alright. You know, I'll be there. I'll do it. It looks cool. Like, I did like seeing all the different
What are you talking about? It was amazing.
I mean, I'm just not getting on that hype. Like, I'm tired of that hype train. It's like hype every day. I'm like, I can't. It's too much hype.
Well, when has one of these movies let you down?
I mean, I just have other things I have to put my energy into. I've put all my energy into Watchmen box logistics. I don't have energy for this trailer right now.
You can't afford to just be excited about a trailer.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Well, I've got plenty of energy. I'm excited about.
Well, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm not like, it's not giving me life necessarily. It doesn't give me life.
It's giving me life.
It's not giving me life.
I thought it was pretty good.
Even Space Brain liked it.
Okay, well, I mean, I think it looks good too. I'm not saying it doesn't look good. I'm just saying, so it's fine. But yeah, I like seeing all the teams coming up, you know. And then, although I
like the Hulkbuster suit.
Why don't we ever have, like, why is Thanos never wearing his helmet? Is he like, they just ditch the helmet like entirely and he's just bald this whole time? Because I saw that thing where someone, like, photoshopped him to look like Homer Simpson, and it looked really funny, and I was like, he does look like bald Homer Simpson. Big, stupid face. It's really funny. Yeah, so, yeah. By the way, shout out to the 2,000 peeps on the internet. Thank you guys for joining us again. I'm having so much fun. Thank you for spending your New Year's Eve with me. I threw a party on YouTube, and 2,000 people showed up.
Harsha asks about the disaster artist. We're going to talk about it later, right?
Well, yeah, we're talking about the disaster artist later, and we'll have, I mean, we've got, yeah, we totally have time to talk. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
You didn't answer any questions about the Fish Monster movie.
Oh, well, did you have a question about the Fish Monster movie? I didn't see any questions, but I wasn't really looking either. I'm bad.
Somebody asked if you thought it was Guillermo del Toro's passion project.
I don't know about passion project. I think he's passionate with a lot of his projects. I think he genuinely has passion for his art and the stuff that he makes. And I think that and again, this is actually more, he probably put a little bit more into this one because it was more his, whereas like Pacific Rim was something like that was, even though he put a lot of passion into it, it wasn't something that he's, I don't know, done this big development thing. And like, the thing is he was really inspired by the creature from the Black Lagoon. He saw that when he was a kid, but he saw this image of the creature and this woman in this like white, you know, bathing suit. And he as a boy, he wanted them to get together. Like, he thought they looked like an amazing romantic couple. And of course that doesn't happen in that movie. And so this was his, like, fulfilling his own boyhood wish of shipping these two characters. And like, it's kind of his own, elevated fan fiction. Which I like, because there's a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of ships that I have that I'm like, oh yeah, I'd love to make a movie about that and like ship those characters later.
So they're just gonna live underwater for the rest of her life?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. She has gills, so...
Oh, wait, don't spoil it.
Well, fuck, man. I already said, live life. It's fine. You know what? It's not gonna ruin the movie if you know the spoiler. Okay, this isn't like that. It isn't like, oh, this big... It wasn't The Sixth Sense, okay? It's like, get over it. Like, everyone with your spoilers, it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay. Riddle Flow-On asks.
Okay.
Ready Player One. He wants to know what you thought about it. The trailer.
Oh, okay.
Well, did you watch that trailer or not?
Well, I did watch that trailer, and there's a lot of stuff in the trailer that wasn't in the book. Like, those, like, Akira's bike, and, like, a shit ton of stuff. Like, I don't think the,
You read the book of this?
Yeah, well, I listened to the audiobook, actually. I didn't read it. I listened to the audiobook.
Well, that's the same thing.
Will Wheaton did the narration. Actually, he was perfect narrator. Like, this was, like, a perfect, like, project for him. He was really good. And I really enjoyed the book. I thought it was cool. It was, like, really, like, oh, wow, this is what, like, the internet... If the internet and VR, like, collided, like, and, like, this, I'm like, yes, this makes sense to me. Like, because normally when people tell me about that, I'm like, I don't care. Who cares? But then I was like, oh, if it's like this, okay, I get it. This is really cool. So, but I don't know. I mean... I'm not that hyped on it, though. Again, I'm really not that hyped on, like, a lot of stuff. I'm just not on that hype train. I'm just not on that hype train right now, so.
Well, here's something to get hyped about.
What?
Jeremy Massler asks, do you believe in UFOs?
Do I believe in UFOs? Well, I've never seen one, but I'm open to it, and I would like to go to the desert with some friends and, like, meditate and bring some crystals, and then just, like, meditate on, like, UFOs showing up, and then, like, see if anything, like, shows up in the sky, and then, like, have, like, some cameras ready to take pictures and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. I would like to try it. So, but I think that there is alien life out there in the universe. I think that the universe is far too big. It's like, we live in a universe of possibilities, and, like, everything that can happen will happen. And so, like, if you have that, and if you believe that, then you believe that, of course, there are other species out there. It's
not me.
It's improbable for there to not be, in my opinion.
Aliens, yeah, right.
Anyways, we gotta cut to we got more things to talk about. We're cutting to
let's totally go to our next totally live segment.
Our totally live segment. Cut to right now. Just in a second. Let's join the water club.
What?
I joined a water club, and I get this really fancy fucking water, and it's like alkaline, 9.5, whatever.
You're drinking health.
Technical difficulties.
Our first technical difficulty of the night. We're just playing around here, guys. We're just having fun tonight. We're just having a good time. Spend it with you.
Healthier water than water?
Yeah, it's healthy water. Health. Alright. So, let's take a break from our movie reviews. We're going to take a little intermission, and instead we're going to talk about our New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolutions!
New Year's resolutions.
Oh, neat! Wow!
Yeah, so Space Brain, since this is your first,
Yes.
this is your first thing.
It's my first New Year's.
What we like to
On
do on Earth is when there's a new year, we say to ourselves, okay, so this year we're gonna make our lives better this way. We're gonna lose this amount of weight, or we're gonna start doing this, or we're gonna stop smoking or doing that.
Oh wow, Earth being traditions. I love it.
Yes. Earth being traditions is you either be healthier or give something up that's not healthy for you for New Year's. You try to be a better person.
What's your resolution then, huh?
My resolution is, I'm doing this whole thing where it's like alkaline water without fluoride or get the fuck out, okay?
What? You're doing what?
I joined the water club.
You joined the what?
I joined a water club, and I get this really fancy fucking water, and it's like alkaline, 9.5, whatever.
You're drinking healthier water than water?
Yeah, it's healthy water. Health water.
I thought water was already healthy to begin with.
It tastes so fucking good. You don't even know. You don't even drink water. You don't even know. You can't. But, like, it's so good. It's, like, tastes so clean. And I don't want any fluoride. And it's, like, got all the fucking shit. And
Is this a sponsored ad?
No. It's just me talking.
Then why are you selling people on your sparkling water?
I'm just telling you about my resolution. And my resolution is to drink fluoride-free water or get the fuck out. Like, I've been taking this guy when I go to a restaurant or something. I'll take this guy and they'll be like, oh, do you want a water? And I'm like, no, I don't. I already have my water right here. I don't need your shitty water. I have this water.
I think you're doing a great job at being health conscious.
Yeah, I drink water and then I drink this booze. And then that's what I drink all year. So, but I drink the water a lot more than I drink the booze, but
Okay.
I drink the booze too sometimes. So.
Well, do you have any other New Year's real resolutions? I guess not.
Well, every year I try to be a little bit healthier. And so the water is kind of a part of that. But I'm also going to try to work out more this year. But the water's really...
Oh, you're going to work out more, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to do to work out?
I got to call some people.
Call some people? What does that mean?
I have some ladies who want to train me maybe on a pole.
Train you at what?
I don't know, on a pole to, like, get really hot.
Wait, what? What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm thinking about, okay, here's the real thing. I have to have a reason to get fucking ripped, like, I don't want to do it, because I'm too lazy on my own.
You hear that, guys? She's gonna get ripped this year.
I am, and I'm gonna do it for a Dr. Yeah, a Dr. Manhattan cosplay. I want to do a Dr. Manhattan cosplay for Watchmen Club, maybe at the end of Watchmen Club.
Oh, she said it's official now.
So I'm gonna have to get in shape.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
I'm sure, you and everybody else. So,
So you're gonna really do this Dr. Manhattan cosplay?
I'm thinking about it, and I'd like to get painted blue again this year. I loved it. Last time I was painted blue, it was so good when I did my Layer of the White Worm cosplay. And yeah.
Well, babe, you better hit the gym like me.
I know.
Start pumping some iron.
I know.
Me and Bobo hit the gym.
I need to hit the gym. So we'll see. I'm looking into some things. 2018, Dr. Manhattan cosplay.
Yay! Woo!
Woo! Woo! It's gonna be fun. So yeah.
Well, nobody's asked me about my New Year's resolution.
Well, what's your New Year's resolution, Robot?
Okay, this year I'm gonna up my badassness even more.
Okay. Fine.
My New Year's resolution this year is that you're gonna let me guide and direct the show more towards success by reviewing movies like Predator and Commando and Predator 2.
Okay, Space Brain, what's your resolution? We've had enough of you, Robot. Space Brain, what is it? What are you doing?
Oh, my New Year's resolution
Yeah?
is to get legs.
Legs.
Yes, I want to get a body and legs so that I can really experience the human experience more accurately.
Wow.
I realize that a lot of people are disturbed at my floating, and it makes sense. I'm trying to understand human psychology, so I'm going to get legs.
Okay. Well, that's, I'm interested to see how you work like a crankbot.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so how are we gonna go to the internet for this one?
All right, Internet, you tell me about your New Year's Eve resolutions 2018. What's going on?
Live.
So,
We're back.
we're back in our totally live show. And I'm drinking my water. That's right, guys. That's right. Let's put on a little mood music.
Yeah. What happened to our mood music?
I know, I forgot. Here we go.
Who drinks water on New Year's?
Well, I'm drinking it, like, again, you drink the booze, and then you kind of do the little bit of water, and then a little bit of booze, and a little bit of water, and then you, like, you don't feel like shit the next day, so.
Oh, that's your hangover trick?
Yeah, I just drink a lot. Just stay hydrated, you know? Like, stay hydrated. I love those memes about staying hydrated. Like, stay hydrated while you suffer, you know? It's good.
So how long are we live on this segment?
I don't know, for a minute. Let's see here, till 10:50. So we got, like, 15 minutes or so. 16 minutes, 17 minutes.
So for the next 15 minutes,
16,
we're going to answer your questions.
We're going to answer your questions.
About New Year's resolutions.
Well, now I saw some people asking about the Dr. Manhattan cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to talk about that for a minute. Well, what do you think? I actually was on Twitter and I asked my Twitter folk. I was like, hey, do you guys want me to have a penis or a vagina if I did a Dr. Manhattan cosplay? Because, like, I'd want to do naked Dr. Manhattan because, like, when you, like, what I used, actually got Matthew Skiff, this amazing artist. He designed all my stuff for Watchmen Club. He did all the illustrations, and he illustrated me as Dr. Manhattan on a bookmark, as a holographic bookmark, and it's when he's like become, you know.
Citizen Kane says, my resolution is to make sure 19 gets ripped.
Yeah, I know. I need to get on it.
All over the world.
I was thinking about taking cardio bar. There's also an aerial yoga, and also pole dancing are the things that I'm interested in doing. I think all those would be really fun.
You know you can't let people down now.
I know, and that's actually why I had to do this, because that's, honestly, you guys do make me a better person, because I am one of those people that's like, fuck, I said it, now I have to fucking do it, you know? And I will do it, because, like, I don't like looking like a fucking asshole like that. I like being badass and doing what I say I'm gonna do, because that's fucking cool.
Artie says, can we see your pee-pee?
Maybe. I mean, we'll see. It might, I don't know, it might be a dong. We'll see. Maybe I'll do both. I mean, would you guys like an option, or... It'd be funny if, like, you could, it's like 50-50 and you don't know which one you're gonna get, and so you get in the mail, and then you're like, oh, I got the one with the dong. It's really fun. So, yeah, you guys let me know. Follow me on Twitter. There's although right now 69% people say it should be a vagina on my poll.
Whoa!
Yeah, 69%.
Wait, what did they vote for?
Well, I should have a penis or a vagina in my Dr. Manhattan cosplay.
How are you doing polls?
On Twitter, you do a poll. You just ask people, and then they, you know, it's a whole thing. You're not on Twitter, I know. But yeah. So, what about, your New Year's resolutions? So, I gotta get ripped, and then I'm drinking my water. I'm gonna try to meditate more, too, actually. I'm gonna add that one on the list.
I just see people yelling penis, vagina.
I know, that's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens.
This is awesome.
Yeah, penis vagina. Ah, it's fucking YouTube. It's trash. Penis vagina. I love you guys. YouTube, you're so funny. You're so
I had no idea that I was more mature than YouTube.
You're so funny, YouTube. You make me laugh. You make me laugh. You guys are really funny. You guys say crazy shit. And, like, you know, honestly, like, the world is so boring and so mundane to me a lot of times. And, like, when you go on the YouTube comments, like, there's always something to surprise you. You guys always say crazy shit that I'm like, what? Like, how did you come up with that? Like, you guys are knocking my socks off with how insane you are. You guys make my life better, so.
Jacob says, I'm going to read more books in 2018. I guess that's a resolution. We got our first resolution.
That's a good one. Is that Jacob, you said?
Jacob Starr.
Jacob Starr. I like all that. Keep going. I co-signed that one. Now I co-signed it, Jacob.
That's pretty much the only person on all of YouTube that has a resolution.
Jacob, I'm going to come back around next year. I'm going to be like, how many books did you read? If we do this again next year. Oh, hey, Beans. Beans is over here. You want to see Beans a little bit? There she is. Say hey to Beans. Oh, little Bean kid. Happy New Year, Bean. Oh, what a sweet Bean. That's like, okay, that's the deal with Beans. Like, Beans doesn't really sit in my lap, and she just started recently, actually. She just started. She's done it like 3 or 4 times. But she does usually just sit, like, right near me, like totally near me. So I know she loves me.
Some Swasula says, my resolution is to learn Spanish.
Oh, dude, I want to learn Spanish too. Like, I'm with you. Like, I really want to learn Spanish. I'm thinking, like, should I just get one of those apps? Are you going to get an app or are you going to take a class? Because, like, that's what I've been wondering. It's like, do you take a class or do you get an app?
Why do you want to learn Spanish?
Because I think it's fucking sick language. I think it's cool. There's a lot of people who speak Spanish in Los Angeles, and I would like to be able to speak Spanish and communicate with everybody. I think it's awesome.
Savage Plant says his resolution is to create more art.
That's a good one. Also, learning another language is good for your brain. It helps you to not get Alzheimer's and stuff when you get older.
You didn't draw that much in 2017.
Yeah, I could draw more. I've just been doing so much. It's like, you can't do it all. You can't have it all, you know. It's like, oh, you're going to look good and drink water and be healthy and run a whole show, and then you're also going to draw, and you're also going to, you know, it's like, it's a lot. There's only so many things you can fucking do in a year, you know. But I would like to. I've actually been working on these Laura Palmer paper dolls from Twin Peaks, and I'm a fucking asshole for not finishing them, and I really need to finish them with being a fucking dick. And you guys are going to shit your pants when you see them, because they're really fucking good. You guys don't even know how good I can draw. I can draw, like, so good, and, like, nobody even knows. I drew for, like, so long.
It's true. She can almost draw as good as me.
Almost. I'm pretty good. But I went to art school. I should fucking know how to draw, okay? I have a fucking degree in it. So if I don't know how to draw, then, you know, that's not good. But yeah, so they look really good. I have, like, Laura's, she has a base body. I have, like, her in her underwear the night that she died. Then I have her wrapped in plastic, dead. And then I have her in her school outfit. And then I have her in her slutty outfit when she went to the bar tavern in Firewalk with me. And then I have a Red Room outfit. And then, I don't know what other outfit. I think there might be another one, but I can't remember it. Because I made a new one. Anyways, so I have, like, most of them drawn, like, all the line art done. And all that's left to do now is I want to marker them with gray, like, tone them, and then scan them, and then put them in Photoshop, and then color them, but with Photoshop, but them being toned already in black and gray with, like, marker. So that's kind of what I want to do. But I need to finish them. I need to quit being a dick. And I need to watch the new Twin Peaks. That's another resolution I should have.
Oh, yeah.
I need to watch the new Twin Peaks. I'm so behind on everything.
If you've seen Twin Peaks 2.
I'm so behind on everything. I'm behind on Mr. Robot. I'm behind on... I almost finished... what was it? I almost finished Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm almost done with Curb Your Enthusiasm. I haven't watched...
Oh, did you like that?
Yeah. Oh, I love Larry David. He's a fucking weirdo. He's funny.
Why don't you put your drawings on Twitter?
I don't know. I guess I should. I don't know where they
Charles.
are. They might be here somewhere. I gotta find them first, because I don't think they're at my place. I gotta figure them out. I gotta figure out where they are. So, but yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what does this mean? I'm gay says it's a picture of a cherry and then a
That's
cloud.
a peach, and that's a cloud. That's like a butt farting.
What?
So, yeah, that's a fart comment.
Oh.
The wonders of the internet.
Mr. Bombastic says, my resolution is to make a film.
Well, me too, dude. Yeah, I want to start making a lot of my own more. Yeah, that's actually another real. I have a lot of goals. I'm like super extra with goals. I have like so many goals, and I'm serious about resolutions, and I fucking do it.
New X-Files. Is there a new X-Files?
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, there is actually. Being more grateful, Thomas. That's a good one. We should all be more grateful. It's same. I need to also do that. Like, I'm just like, everything's great. Everything's fucking great. So now.
Are you ready for our next Totally Live segment?
We're ready for our next Totally Live segment.
Absolutely, 100%.
Talk about our next movie.
What is the next movie?
Downsizing. Okay, guys, now let's go on to our next movie. Let's talk about...
What's the next movie?
Downsizing.
Downsizing. What is Downsizing?
It's got Matt Damon.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that. It looked like a good movie, but I didn't get a chance to check it out.
Yeah, well, don't check it out.
You saw it?
Yeah, I did. I saw a screener. I didn't pay for it, okay? My neighbor had a screener. I borrowed it. Oof, I didn't even finish that one. It was trash.
Well, what did you not like about Downsizing?
Well, I didn't like the directing. I didn't like that they didn't know what the fuck they were doing with this concept. I didn't like that you had all these SNL
What is the
people.
concept? What's it about?
It had Matt Damon was shrunk down and his wife's supposed to be shrunk down, and they were going to use all their money and like so they could live large in a small scale, you know. And it's this new procedure to help like save the planet. You can shrink yourself down so then you can live like super tiny, and then you don't have to waste as many resources. But like they were doing it because they were broke and like they wanted to like live like the sweet life.
Oh, it's disappointing to hear you didn't like it. I thought that the concept really provided a lot of angles to talk about the downsides of unbridled consumerism.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it didn't take any of those things in any interesting way, and then I just gave up, and then I just like was like, this director has no idea what he's doing, so then I just left. And I didn't even finish it, so maybe...
You left? You didn't finish it?
No.
You can't... What kind of movie reviewer... You didn't even finish the movie.
I never said I was a real movie reviewer.
What if it got good? You never said you were a real movie reviewer.
No, you guys said I was a movie reviewer. I didn't ever say that. So I just started doing it because you guys just thought I was.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a fraud.
You're a fraud! Oh my gosh!
I'm a hack fraud! No, actually, Rotten Tomatoes did ask me this year if I wanted to become a certified fucking dude, but like, I was like...
They said certified dude?
Yeah, certified tomato.
You would have been on Rotten Tomatoes?
Well, but I'd have to do all this work for free, and I was like, I'm good.
Oh, wow, I think that you should be on Rotten Tomatoes. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm already all filled up with work. Right? I'm at capacity. I don't need any
Well,
more.
what was the work?
Yeah, what was the work?
Well, I'd have to, like, review a movie and, like, put a thing, like, I don't know, every week or something. I don't know. I don't have time for that.
Okay, so you're not Rotten Tomatoes certified.
No.
So then we shouldn't trust your opinions.
Well, yeah. I mean, opinions are opinions. They don't matter. It's opinions. This is art, baby. You don't need a degree to talk about it. All right, but I do have an art degree, so I am more qualified than you.
I think that booze is starting to get to you.
Whatever, it's New Year's Eve, baby. Woo!
Woohoo!
Down the hatch 2017.
Well, I value your opinion, and if you didn't finish watching Downsizing because it was boring, then I guess I won't go watch it.
Yeah. Don't. It's not really worth
But what
the
was
time.
so bad about it?
Look, Downsizing was really slow. Okay, it was really slow.
It was slow?
It was really slow. And like...
Oh, well, I don't like slow movies.
No, I mean, everything they did in, like, the first half of the movie, they could have just done in, like, 30 minutes and then, just, like, hurry it up, but they didn't.
But did you know that Downsizing has nominated itself for Best Picture and Best Director and Best Actor?
What? Why?
That's what it says on the sleeve.
Okay, they've nominated themselves. Yeah, it sounds like they nominated themselves because I'm not nominating them.
Well, whoever nominated them. I don't know if it was themselves, but they're nominated.
Yeah, it does make sense. Whatever.
Okay. Well, this is disappointing. All right, so now we're going to take your questions live, even though you didn't even finish watching the movie. Downsizing.
You know what? You can ask me about anything. It doesn't matter.
Okay, ask her about anything else.
Let's talk about it.
Live for a couple of minutes.
Hi, guys. Wow. So, yeah, Downsizing, I didn't finish it. Although I heard today I was reading that it got like a really big twist halfway through, and like that's exactly when I stopped. So maybe I'm the asshole.
There's a twist in the middle?
Yeah, there's like it takes this real big twist, and then it's like, and then I don't know, but I don't care. I know I don't care. There's no way that director got better for the other half of the movie. Like, I don't think so. Get out of here. And yeah, it was just like one of those things where it's like Jason Sudeikis just shows up and is Jason Sudeikis, and Kristen Wiig just shows up and she's Kristen Wiig, and it's just like, I don't care. Like, please stop. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so let's get back to like me being a not real movie reviewer.
You sound kind of mean about this movie.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to watch it in the first place, and somebody else was like, "Oh, watch it," and then I did.
Someone made you watch it.
Yeah, and then it was like, "Oh, this is just as fucking awful as I thought it was going to be," and that made me even worse because I already knew that it would be a waste of my time, and then I wasted my time. So, but I did. At least I didn't waste my money. It was a screener.
Some people liked it. It became a movie.
Yeah. I don't. What? Okay.
Eden asked, "Did you watch the new Flatliners?"
You know, I didn't, and I haven't heard shit about it, but I want to watch it because I really enjoyed the first one. I hope they still use a bunch of weird color lighting.
What was the first one? What's it about?
Well, okay, it's about these medical students, and like they're like doing this like off the books fucked up experimentation where they will flatline each other, where like they'll kill one of them, and then they'll let that person like be dead for like a few seconds, and then they'll shock them back, you know, and then they'll bring them back to life, and then that other person has an experience on the other side, and then they come back, and it's like, but then these fucked up things come back with them, and then they start seeing things like that aren't there, and like it gets like really crazy. And it's really, I really like it a lot, actually. I love Oliver Platt in it, and then you have what's her face, Julia.
Maybe you should see the new one then.
So yeah, I should see the new one, but I haven't.
Hey, Craig said, "Did you see I, Tonya?"
I didn't. My neighbor, I was gonna borrow her screener, but somebody else was already watching it. So
I heard that's a good movie.
I want to watch it. I do want to watch it. I just haven't seen it yet, but it's on the list of things to do. But I'm also just, you know.
Were you alive when that happened?
Yeah. I remember.
That was way before my time.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Any chance you'll guest appear on Nerd Crew? Asked Jonathan.
Well, I would love to. You guys should ask Red Letter Media. I mean, they haven't asked me, so it's kind of up to them. And I also have to, like, get a ticket out there. But I think if you guys were really excited and we had enough people, like, get really excited about it, we could figure out something, and I think it'd be really fun.
Where are they?
Michigan? I think in Michigan?
Where is that?
That's in, like, northern middle by the Great Lakes.
Could you just drive there?
No. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. That would suck. Yeah, that would not be cool. But yeah, I would love to do that. I think that would be really fun. I'd love to meet Mike and Jay, and I just want to make Rich Evans laugh. I just want to make him laugh his ridiculous laugh. Like, if I could, like, make some joke and get Rich Evans to just be like, like, that would just, like, make my life. I would feel like I can't be a terrible person if I made Rich Evans laugh. Like,
okay.
There's I don't know. It's pretty magical. But yeah, it'd be cool to guest on the Nerd Crew. I would like to guest on the Nerd Crew. I'd like to be on Best of the Worst.
Why? What do you want to talk about?
All my favorite stuff. I'd like to be on Nerd Crew when the Dune stuff starts happening, like in a few years. I want to be the Dune nerd on Nerd Crew. Oh. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, guys. I'm gonna lobby for the Dune nerd on Nerd Crew, where I just say very cool to everything that's Dune. But then, like, it's not, and nobody cares about it.
6.
Oh my gosh! I'm so proud of Alabama. Are you kidding me? I'm so proud. I'm so happy. I remember 2 days before the big vote, there was a big vote, and there was this guy Roy Moore and this other guy Doug Jones, and Roy Moore has been accused of being a pedo weirdo and like. No, and there's been a lot of compelling evidence to back up this case. There have been evidence that has been whatever, and it's like, oh, like, this guy doesn't seem that awesome. And so, you know, everyone, you know, Alabama's like, everyone's always down on Alabama. I feel like Alabama's like the butt of all these jokes, you know, of everybody in the United States. Like, it's some big fucking joke.
And you're from Alabama.
And I'm from Alabama.
It's pretty embarrassing.
No, it's not embarrassing. It's embarrassing for the rest of y'all, okay? Because, like, you don't even know. Like, Alabama's great. It's filled with, like, really awesome people. It's really beautiful.
You need to give up on Alabama. Pretend you never came from there.
No, absolutely not. I'm proud to be from Alabama. I'm so proud of my Alabama roots. I just can't. And I'm so like, what other man in the United States, like, has a fucking horror movie trope around him? You know, like, that's so unfair. Like, I think that's so shitty. And so anyways, so Alabama does shit, I think, partially they do horrible, hateful shit because they just want to be assholes, because everyone's like, you're an asshole. Fuck you, Alabama. You fucking suck. And then they're like, okay, fine. You want me to suck? Then here you go.
Did you know people in Alabama don't wear shoes?
But, like, okay, I just want to say another thing. I'm just like, shut up. They don't. You fucking idiot. And, like, Alabama's great. I'm so glad. Like, my friend texted me. It was a Hanukkah. It was the first day of Hanukkah, and I was at a Hanukkah party, and, like, my friend texted me, and he, because, like, earlier today, he's like, oh my gosh, like, are you so worried about Alabama? And, like, 2 days before, I was defending them on Twitter. I was like, Alabama's awesome. Like, fuck you guys, you know? And then, and I was like, please don't let me down. And then my friend texted me and was like, oh, it's fine. It went through. Like, they fucking got the cool guy who's not the pedo.
Vegeta asks, were your parents racists?
And I was just like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And, like, it was like a Hanukkah miracle. Like, I feel like the miracle of Hanukkah in Alabama, and all came together. And, like, I feel like I'm just so excited. And I love that it was, like, black women, you know, who, like, got up. They're like, fucking, do I have to do everything in this house? They get up, they go downstairs, they put on their shoes, they go vote, and, like, make shit happen, you know? Like,
did you know people in Alabama, like, can only count to 10?
Thank you.
Says
Thank
Jacob.
you, girl. Thank you. Thank you, queen. Like, you know? So, yeah.
What movie are we talking about?
Okay, so coming up, we're going to be talking about The Disaster Artist. Great job, Alabama. Good 2017.
Oh, there's a big football game tomorrow. Are you going to watch it?
Oh, roll tide, baby. Yeah, we're going to have that shit on. Yeah, it's fucking New Year's. There's nothing else to do. Yay. So excited. So excited.
Are we ready to go to our next Totally Live segment?
Going to our next Totally Live segment. We're, like, super ready. Like, whenever you're ready. Like, we're just, like, so ready. Like, it's the most ready. Like, it's the most ready.
Smile. Here it comes. It's coming.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
You're really good with computers.
Shut up. Now it's time to talk to you about our next movie, The Disaster Artist.
The Disaster Artist?
Yeah, The Disaster
What was that
Artist.
about?
The Disaster Artist is based upon a book, which is based upon a true story about the making of a movie called The Room.
Oh, that's supposed to be like the worst, best, bad movie ever, right?
Yes, it's like the Citizen Kane of bad movies. And as somebody who grew up on Mystery Science Theater
I've never seen it.
Really?
No.
Okay, well, I'll have to make you watch it later.
I've seen it. It's really good.
It's so good. It's so good! If you like bad movies, so good it's bad movies, this is the one to watch. And this is something I discovered a few years ago. I don't remember how I heard about The Room, but I heard about it, and I downloaded it, and I...
Why would you want to watch a movie that's bad?
Well, there's something really special about a movie that like, there's something really special when a bunch of people get together and they try to make something really amazing. And then something goes wrong, and everything goes wrong, and it's like a fucking mess, and it's just like a train wreck, and it's beautiful to watch. There's just like this beauty to like this madness, and this is one of those examples of that, and it's pure camp, you know? It's pure schlock. Like, they're really trying, and like, they missed it so hard.
And The Disaster Artist shows you how that happened?
Yes, The Disaster Artist kind of shows you how The Room happened. Again, like I said, it's based upon a book written by a man who was intimately involved with the making of The Room, who was there since day one and even before that. Greg Sestero, who also plays Mark in The Room. And again, I've watched The Room a lot. Like, it's changed my life. I continue to watch it. I think it's amazing. I think everyone should watch it. I've subjected my sister to it. I've subjected to my mom to it. I even put it on the background when my dad was visiting, and he was like, what the fuck is this? And then, like, we had to turn it off because he was like, please stop. Because he's not into it like that. But, like...
So it's not for everybody.
It's not... But it's fun to troll people with it. Like, I don't know. I love watching The Room. The first time you watch it, it's such a mind fuck, and, like, it's just so insane. And then you just want to share that, you know, you just want to like see other people react to it and show it to them and then be like, what the fuck? And then you being like, haha, it's just like really fun.
So what did you think of The Disaster Artist?
I have been looking forward to The Disaster Artist for a while now. When I first saw it, I was a little bit worried because I was afraid that James Franco was just like make fun of Tommy Wiseau, who is the man who produced, directed, starred in, wrote The Room, funded the whole deal. And so I was just like, he's such a freak. Like, Tommy's such a freak. And I was so afraid he was just going to make fun of him and, like, make him the butt of this big joke. But then later on, when I saw the first trailer, I was like, oh, no, he gets it. Like, he's doing Tommy Wiseau a fucking solid. Like, he's making him look really good. And I watched the movie, and, like, the movie does paint Tommy in a very positive picture, which I think is the right way to go with doing like a mainstream movie.
It almost makes him look cool.
Yeah, and I think that I mean, it's not necessarily the most realistic approach, but I think that it was a good, I don't know, I appreciated that compassion for Tommy because I have a lot of compassion for him. I mean, he's a vampire dude. I'm a vampire lady. Like, he's a freak. I'm a freak. Like, I get it, you know? Like, he wants to make his own thing. He doesn't fit in the system. I make my own things. I don't fit in the system. Like, I have so much respect for Tommy Wiseau. Like, so much respect that I've met him twice. I met him in 2015 and then again this year.
You've met this real person?
Yeah, twice. Again, this year at the Egyptian. In fact, I bought a copy of The Room, the script. And
I got
him
the script.
Yeah, and he signed it for me, and I took pictures with him, and it's just and I've read it, like I've actually read it, so I really love.
Any insights from the script?
Oh, I mean, totally. Like, there's all these things that aren't in the movie that are just like in the script, and like okay, for example, so in the movie, Lisa says that she's pregnant, but like you never hear her say it in the movie, and it's like, wait, what, she's pregnant? Like, when did that happen? But in the script, it's like in there. It's like, so the scene somehow didn't make it or something. Or maybe just Tommy wrote it in to fix it. I don't know. But there's a lot of inconsistent shit in The Room that's like filled in when you read the script.
Oh, so the script fixed some plot holes?
Yeah, the script totally fixed some plot holes. Like, totally fixed some plot holes, and it was like, but then again, I don't know if he rewrote this afterwards to fix some said plot holes, but I think that some of it is legit.
What's the spoon thing about?
Oh, okay, so if you go to a midnight showing of The Room, or any showing of The Room, which normally it's at midnight or really late at night, every time you see them pan across these pictures, they have like these like came with the frame spoons that are at the back of the pictures. So in the theater, people start throwing plastic spoons, you know, so it's a whole thing. It's an experience. And in fact, actually, The Room is going to be out, wide release, January 10th. Go see it in your theater.
What? They're putting it across America?
Yeah, like, it's so crazy. Like, it's Tommy just wanted to be...
Wow.
I know. Tommy just wanted to be so famous so bad, and, like, he made this whole movie as a vehicle for himself, and then, like, it didn't go the way he wanted, but then in a weird way, like... he's gotten everything he's asked for. Like, you know, it's like, be careful what you wish for, because now he is known. His movie is getting a wide release. He had James Franco play him in another movie about him.
What did you think of James Franco's performance in The Disaster Artist?
Oh my god, James Franco was so fucking good as Tommy Wiseau. He fucking nailed it. Like, James Franco isn't necessarily the best director on the planet, but he is a fucking amazing actor in specific roles, and this was one of them, and I really was like, yes, yes, thank you.
Okay, so I haven't seen either one. Should I watch The Disaster Artist making of first, or The Room first?
I think that you should watch The Room first, and then watch The Disaster Artist, in my opinion. I was just that.
Comic Book Girl, do you think that The Disaster Artist holds up as a movie just by itself, though?
I mean, if you don't have a love for The Room already, I'm not sure if it's going to connect with you as much. But if you are someone who has experienced The Room and has experienced the magic and has been affected by this movie, then you will definitely appreciate this film.
Okay. Well, we should probably go to the internet now, live, for some questions.
Live, internet, Disaster Artist. Let's go.
Ask her anything about The Room or The Disaster Artist.
Disaster Artist. We're back. Oh, love that room. Love that room, baby. So good. So good.
How many times have you seen The Room?
I don't even... A lot. I've seen The Room a lot. And I find new things every time I watch it. There are things in it, though, that are like these universal truths that he has... he says, I mean, he's a crazy man, but every now and then, like, some real gold pops out of there, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I totally agree with that. Like, I don't watch it just to make fun of it. Like, I watch it because I'm genuinely, like, in love with it. It's amazing. It's just such an experience. There's nothing like it. So, yeah, and I read that whole script.
You own it on Blu-ray?
I own it on Blu-ray, yeah. I downloaded it first, and then I just kept watching it, and I watched it so much that I was like...
What is the genre of the movie, The Room? Asked Rulin.
Oh, the genre of the movie? I would say it's a drama, you know? It's a comedy. It is everything.
Is it a love story?
It's a love story. It's a story of best friends, a story of betrayal. It's a story about life. It's a story about life.
Awkward silence.
That's not awkward. I was taking a sip of my drink, dude. People could, like, calm down.
Gotta fill airtime here.
Well,
we got a whole another hour to fill till midnight.
No, I saw Tommy at a midnight showing in NoHo at the Lemley, and I learned a lot from watching him. Like, I really do have a lot of respect for him because he is a crazy man, and yet he is making it happen regardless of how crazy he is. Like, he has a whole thing. He's making money. He's going around. He's getting wide, like, distribution, like, of The Room on January 10th. You can go see The Room in theaters around the United States. I mean, it's like, I mean, he didn't get the distribution he wanted when he first came out, but, like, it happened. So, like, I have respect for anyone who's like, I'm gonna go do something, and then they go fucking do it. And then it's just like, oh, damn. And, like, he fucking did it. And so, and he's a crazy person. So I love it. And I'm a crazy person, so, and I get shit done, too. So, I don't know. I think he's a very inspiring figure. I really highly recommend listening to the audiobook. If you're going to read The Disaster Artist, I would say don't read it. Listen to it on Audible. Greg Sestero does the audiobook for it, who also wrote the book.
Wait, you read the whole book?
Listen to the whole book, yeah.
What's in it?
And it tells the whole story from Greg's point of view of how he met Tommy Wiseau.
Is it like the movie?
And how they became friends. Well, the movie's based on the book. And then how The Room happened and how he got involved with it and what happened during that and what happened after that and what he knows about Tommy. And it's fascinating. And he also Greg does a spot-on Tommy Wiseau impression. Like, he does a spot-on impression. So within the book, when you're listening to it, it's like, so good. It's so good. Like, I definitely recommend that audiobook. Like, definitely get the audiobook over, like, just the written one. And, yeah, Ready Player One, too. I would definitely listen to that as well.
Are you into butt stuff?
Ask Xavier Gage, you know. I don't know, man. It depends. Depends on the day. Like, depends on where we're at in life. How about you? Are you Xavier? Do you like getting poked? You tell me. Happy New Year's. Anyways, how's your sex life? I was hoping that at one point my sister was like almost going to move here, and I was really hoping she would because I really wanted her to dress up like Lisa for The Room, and like we could all do like The Room characters, and I wanted her to be Lisa, and then I had a friend that I was like, yeah, I want him to be Tommy, and then like I would be the friend. It would have been really funny, but yeah. So I'm happy for Tommy. I'm really happy for him. I'm glad that he's not.
So Jennifer asks if you've seen his other shows or movies.
Well, I saw some of The Neighbors, which was really rough. He had some people that worked with him, and it was
Is that a movie?
It wasn't a movie, it was like a show. And Tommy was in it, and it was really bizarre and not in a fun way. I just remember being like, when I saw it, and I was like, this is not the one. So, yeah.
What was wrong with it?
It was just it wasn't just him. It was like some people trying to capitalize on him versus like him just making something that he really believed in. And like, I would like to see, well, I'm excited to see the new movie Friends with Tommy and Greg, but somebody else is directing it. And I really want to see that. I can't wait to see that. I'm totally like, I want to see more Tommy and Greg buddy movies. Like, totally.
I got a question. Brett asks, what were your top 10 movies of 2017?
Oh, my top 10 movies of 2017?
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know about 10, but I'll tell you some of my top ones. I really, out of all the live action, all the superhero movies, I really love Thor Ragnarok. That was my favorite superhero movie that came out. That was my favorite superhero. Get Out is definitely, like, oh my god, like, so fucking good. Like, Get Out is just, like, so on point. It's really killer. I love Mother. I almost like it just to, like, piss other people off. Like, that's, I don't know. I like it. I really like it, but then the fact that people just, like, are shitting on it so bad, like, makes me like it even more. So I love Mother. For animated movie, I would say Lego Batman was my favorite movie of the year.
Lego Batman!
Yeah, I really loved Lego Batman. And for my sci-fi movie of the year, I would go with Blade Runner 2049. Blade Runner 2049 was really beautiful. It's a worthy sequel to the original. And I think it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. It was just so pretty.
Chris Halliburton says, where's Beans? She's right behind you.
Right behind me. Here. Right here. There's the little Beans right there. So, she's just hanging out. And yeah, that's kind of, that's my list. It's not 10, but, that's a good list, I think.
What was the best one of all of this?
What was the best one of all of these?
If you had to watch one right now, what would you pick?
If I had to watch one right now, which one would I pick? I think that I would pick Get Out.
Oh.
I think I'd pick Get Out because I really like Get Out because I really love horror movies, but I can't really say that I love horror movies anymore because all the horror movies that come out are fucking trash. Like, there's just, like, nothing but trash. And every time someone's like, watch this, and then I watch it, I'm like, this is trash. Like, this is nothing. And so Get Out was, like, one of the first really just amazing new concept horror movies that came out that has something to say. It has a message besides just being like, oh, we're chopping up people. Like, it taps into real horrors. It's talking about real things. And it was so just expertly done. The humor in it was so good too. I mean, like, I really loved, like, you could definitely, yeah, it was just, I really loved it. So that one was a huge hit for me.
Ted asks if you've seen Black Mirror.
Black Mirror. I haven't seen the new episodes yet, and I have to actually, there's a couple season 3 episodes that I have to finish too, so I'm a little behind on season 3, and then I haven't started season 4, but I have seen the San Junipero one. I've seen some stuff, so yeah. I haven't seen Lady Bird yet. Let's see, what movie did I hate? If I have to say my most least, I don't know, movie that I liked least, I would say, what was that fucking movie I threw up at?
I don't know.
What's the movie I threw up at? Everybody got mad at me because I said I was high in the video.
Beats me. You threw up at a movie?
Yeah,
Ask the internet. Maybe
help me out, internet. It's been a long year.
You've been drinking, too.
It's been a long year. Let me get some of this water going. Oh! King Arthur. King Arthur sucked.
Was it The Mummy?
King Arthur sucked. No, I think King Arthur's worse than The Mummy. King Arthur was worse than The Mummy for me.
Oh, everybody says it was King Arthur, so I guess that's confirmed.
Yeah, it was King Arthur. That one sucked. I mean, I don't think, like, even if I wasn't, like, too high on an edible and I went and saw it, I think it would still fuck me up. Like, I think I would still get sick, because I do get motion sickness, and all that shaky cam shit is just, like, not good. Like, it's too much. So, yeah. Oh, The Void. Was that from this year?
Mm-hmm.
The Void was trash. I didn't like The Void. That was like, my sister was like, oh, you should watch The Void. Oh, you'll like it. And then I was like, okay. And then I watched it and I was like, this is fucking balls. Like, are you kidding me? And then I think she got upset. Like, I was such a downer on her. She was like, fine, I'll never fucking ask you to watch anything ever else again. Like,
so why did you piss off everybody on the internet that day?
Oh, well, because I admitted to, like, being stoned when I watched a movie, and then everyone was like, everyone's really square about marijuana. I forget that, like, it's not legal all over
Wait,
the
you
other
reviewed
country.
a movie on drugs?
Well, no, I went to the movie on drugs.
Oh.
And, well, I didn't want to see it in the first place, and I was like, well, I'm not going to go sober if I do
What kind of a movie reviewer are you?
I'm not a movie reviewer. I'm just a fucking asshole on the internet who talks about them, and people just listen for some... It's not... I'm not, like, I didn't go to a movie reviewer school. So... yeah.
Do they have movie reviewer school?
But yeah, everybody's I didn't know how much people are square about fucking weed. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, because I'm in LA, like, nobody gives a fuck. Like, nobody gives a fuck. You can smoke out on the fucking street and nobody fucking says shit to you. Like, it's, I mean, you gotta be, like, somewhat kind of chill about it, but, like, it's real. Like, cops will not fucking stop you. They will not. Like, I've had cops give me my weed back and be like, here, take this, get out of my face. You know, it's like, it's crazy out here. Nobody cares. And so I forget that. And so I forget how square everybody is. And everyone's like, oh, drinking is totally fine. Oh, that's so crazy you're drinking. But then if you smoke weed, it's like, oh, God, you're a fucking drug addict, you know? And it's like, it's the same shit. Like, getting stoned, drinking a beer, like, getting drunk, like, you're getting inebriated. Like, it's just a little bit of a different flavor of inebriation. So, yeah. So I get a lot of people were upset about that.
Yeah, but do you think it's really responsible to review a movie on drugs?
I don't care. This is the internet. I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm just doing this of my own volition, you guys. Like, I'm not getting paid to do this. No one pays me to do this. I just do this. So I do whatever I want. And if I want to watch a movie stoned and then review it, I'll do it. And then maybe I'll review it stoned too. And then I don't care. Anyways, we gotta go to our next thing. Let's talk about Bright.
All right.
Let's talk about Bright, guys. Get ready for our next live. We're going live to the live to talk about Bright. All right, guys. Now let's take a moment to talk about Bright.
Oh, the Netflix movie.
Yeah, they're trying to get in on that fucking game. They've been doing a lot of shows, but now they're trying to get in on kind of bigger movies as well. And it's a really interesting development for them. I've been following Netflix since the beginning. I was literally working in the mall, handing out flyers to people, telling them, have you heard about Netflix, like when I was a girl. So
You used to work for Netflix?
Well, no, I worked for Suncoast Video in the mall. They were having me work for Netflix. Yeah.
That was before Netflix was on the internet?
Oh, yeah, you had to get the discs in the mail. I was telling people about the discs. And I've actually been a customer of Netflix since then. I mean, I have used their service, and I've been really interested in them. And I've been loving their ascent. I'm really excited where they're going.
Well, what'd you think about this movie?
So for this movie, I thought it was all right. You know, I think it's a good first entry. I think that they should maybe hire a better director. I don't know if David Ayers is the one I would bet all my ponies on.
You didn't like the director?
No, I'm not a big fan of David Ayers. I don't know if he's a really...
But David Ayers wrote Training Day, which is a very beloved, highly regarded movie.
Exactly. He wrote Training Day. He didn't direct it. And, like, I don't know if I believe in him necessarily as a director. I think that he's a clever guy. I think he's got some good script writing stuff. I don't think that he shouldn't be working in movies, but I just don't know if he was the right pony, like, for this one.
Wrong pony. Okay, so what is the movie about?
So, Bright is essentially if you mixed Training Day with, like, Lord of the Rings, okay? So now you have, like, orcs.
What? Those don't go together.
Yeah, you have orcs and elves and fairies and shit like that going on. But you also have this cop, and you have this cop and his partner, who's the first orc cop. And orcs are not necessarily cops usually because they're fucking orcs or assholes. And so you have Will Smith and his orc fucking partner, and, like, they have to do some shit, and, like...
So it's like a world as if the Lord of the Rings medieval times with orcs and fairies and elves had evolved to modern day?
Well, as if they had been transported into our world and then now they were just integrated into living in Los Angeles. Which I live in Los Angeles, so I liked the fact that the movie was set in Los Angeles. Like, I thought it was cool because you see all the different, like, LA shit going on, which I'm into. But
how was the movie? Bright. Did you like it or not?
I did. I liked it. I thought it was all right. I don't know why people are panning it so hard.
Well, it has a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I mean, I don't know it's not perfect, but I don't think it deserves like to be called the worst movie of the year by any stretch of the imagination. Downsizing is the worst fucking movie of the year. I couldn't finish that shit. Like, that shit sucked. Whatever. But I will say something. Another thing that I loved about Bright is that I know a lot of people who worked on the movie, and I thought that the orcs looked fucking amazing. There were so many practical effects in this movie, and it really made me really excited to see all these amazing practical effects. And I just, like, Studio ADI did a lot of the orc work, and I just want to, like, give a shout out to a few of the people.
Orc work.
Yeah, orc work. I'm so excited to see Jared Gunther. He worked on this, and I love him. I've been to his house. I have watched, like, Manborg at his house. There's, like, so many cats there. Like, they take care of, like, all these fucking cats, and, like, he has, like, tortoises and shit, and it's, like, so fucking awesome.
You just like the movie because you have friends that worked on it. You're bragging.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I also know Mikey Rotella. He's awesome. I've met him a few times. He's a fucking cool guy, and he makes, like, the sickest fucking masks, and he made this Jaws mask that, like, I really wanted really bad. Like,
bragging.
he's so good. And then also, Tim Martin. I'm so excited. Tim Martin was somebody who has actually sculpted for me. I've had him sculpt my Duke Leto, or I had him sculpt my God Emperor Leto II for my cosplay. So I've had a guy who worked on Bright actually worked on my calendar. Tim Martin is so awesome. He's such a fucking sick sculptor. Like, he's such a good sculptor.
Oh, wow. So it sounds like there was a lot of practical effects in this movie, and normally they use too much CGI, so...
Yeah, so I was really fucking pumped to see how much fucking practical was in this, and I think that this is a really cool world, and I think that they continue to... I think this is a really cool world, and that they could expand it, you know? I think it's pretty interesting. I just like watching Netflix, seeing what the fuck they're doing. Like, good for them.
Okay, well, so now we'll take questions from the internet about Bright. Netflix is Bright.
Let's do it!
Ask her anything.
Hi, guys. Hey. So we're back. Live. From our live segment to our next live segment. So.
What happened to our music?
Oh, shit. Yeah, my shit's, like, dying, so I was, like, turning it off for a minute. Let me get my music back on. You're right. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
No,
we're going to take some questions about the next movie.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of David Ayers. I mean, obviously I didn't like Suicide Squad. I wasn't into that, and so, you know, I don't know, like, it's just him kind of doing, like, some Training Day stuff, and I don't know, he's not the best director, but he's okay. Like, I mean, I think he might be growing. We'll see. I would, however, like to read the original script. I have not read the original script, but I heard that it was changed a lot. It was like David changed it a lot, and so I would like to kind of read that and see that, because I remember hearing online that it was in a really amazing script. So yeah, and Joel Edgerton was so good. He was really good. I was, like, really into Joel Edgerton's performance as, like, the orc partner, and he didn't have the tusks and shit. I wanted to see more about the centaurs. I mean, there's centaurs, like, there's horse girls in our real world. I mean, if there were centaurs, like, I don't know, man. Like, I think that's a whole interesting idea. There's a lot of places you can go with that. So yeah. You know, as for the Landa situation, right now there's just kind of, there's not really one, like, somebody hasn't come out with, like, a clear accusation. It's just been like, oh, my friend heard this or something. It's been very undefined, and so I think we have to wait until, like, a real something drops. Nothing really has, so you can't really, you know, so that's that. I mean, it was good to see Will Smith. I haven't seen him in a long time. I actually recently watched Men in Black, and fuck, Men in Black holds up. I was, like, so impressed by Men in Black. I was really impressed by Men in Black. I couldn't believe it. And then, what else? The elves were hot. I'd be in Elf Town. I'd be hanging out with those motherfucking elves, you know what I'm saying? Like, the elves are, like, fucking, they're like vampires, except like not sucking people's blood. They're like nice vampires, but they're still kind of vampires, where they're like pale and beautiful and age really slowly and have all this money, and they have this aristocracy element to them. And then, yeah, and I've seen a lot of people being like, I don't know why, like, I feel like maybe, I don't know why it's getting, like, I've heard critics are saying it's the worst movie of the year, and it's like, this is not the worst movie of the year. Like, it's not the best movie of the year, but it's certainly not the worst movie of the year, and
Is it watchable?
Yeah, of course it's watchable. I watched the whole thing. I didn't watch Downsizing. Like, I sat there, I watched it, I enjoyed it,
So
I had a
it was
good
better
time.
than Downsizing?
Well, yeah, it was way better than Downsizing. Way better than Downsizing. And I'm just really excited for Netflix. Like, I love that Netflix has been disrupting the market, and I want to see more disruption. I want to see
Is this
Netflix
their first
fuck
movie?
it up. Yeah, this is their first big movie. It's their first movie, like, big movie deal, you know, where they have, like, big stars and they're, you know, fucking getting it all together. And so, yeah. So it was like, that's rad. Camden King asks, Dirk Gently was great this year. I did watch the first season. I really enjoyed the first season. The first half of it's really batshit, but then everything connects. It all comes together by the end of it, and you're like, okay, you got me. Like, I was unfairly being bitchy, and then by the end of it, you're like, ah, fuck. I have not watched season 2 yet because I'm behind on everything. I haven't watched like I said, Twin Peaks. I haven't watched Mr. Robot. I haven't finished Curb Your Enthusiasm. I haven't done whatever the fuck else I'm supposed to watch. Like, I don't know. We'll see. So...
You better get busy.
Yeah. So, yeah, Elf Girl's, you know, it's cool. I think it worked pretty well, though. I was, like, I like the orc fucking community, like, hanging out. I like seeing that orc girl. It was, like, they're all thugged out and shit. Like, I was like, that's really cool. I thought it was really cute. Because orcs, everyone's like, oh, it's just this allegory for black people. I'm like, no, it's an allegory for orcs. Like, there are black people in the movie. Like, this is about, like, if orcs were a real thing, it's like, you have to translate them into our world, and it's like, yeah, they don't hang out in luxury places. That's where the elves would be. They would be, like, hanging out on the streets, because, like, that's what orcs are about. Like, that's, like, their whole thing. Like, they're earthy, you know? The elves are air-based. They're, like, those guys are, like, earth-based, you know? They're, like, into that.
Yarnball asks if you've watched Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
I watched some of the first Ash vs. the Evil Dead, like, some of the first episodes, but I didn't finish the first season, and I haven't watched the rest of it. I don't really watch a lot of shows. I watched, like, Game of Thrones this year, and most of Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's about it.
Well, you're pretty behind.
I know. I want to watch Mindhunter, actually. I've heard that's really good.
Your New Year's resolution in 2018 should be to watch more shows and keep up.
I know. I need to keep up. I know. But you guys, like, how do you expect me to, like, run all this stuff and do all this? It's just too much. Like, there's too much media coming out at me. I can't keep up with all of it. I mean, there's just, like, way too much going on.
That's true. And when's the last time you talked about comic books?
I know, and I did just read the new Marvel Phoenix Resurrection #1. So far, I'm impressed. I also read the X-Men Grand Design, and that I was like, okay, this is like, I'm into this. Like, it's not. There was a couple things I was like, oh, I would have done it like this because I'm an asshole. But, like, generally, overall, it's really great. And I'm really happy that they're doing it. And I think it's a really great fucking idea. Like, so it's like, keep going. So excited. It's really good. That one was good. So, I've been reading Snot Girl. Snot Girl's been, like, comic that I've been reading all year. I really love Snot Girl. It's, like, my super, super fave. But yeah, the Phoenix Resurrection, like, we'll see. Like, I just wish that they could do something else with Jean Grey. We don't need Teen Jean, because we have Teen Jean right now. Like, the original Jean Grey died in, like, Grant Morrison's run on X-Men when he did New X-Men. And, like, that's when he killed off the Jean Grey that was resurrected in, like, 1984 or 85 or something. And so she lived until then, in, like, early 2000s, mid-2000s, and then she's come back as a teenager now, and they've done some really interesting things with her character that I really liked, but then I'm, like, just sad where I'm like, oh, fuck, now they're just gonna go back to the Phoenix, like, great, like, and, whatever. But by the way, shameless plug, you should watch my Epic History X-Men Volume 1, 2, and 3. Volume 1 is all about the X-Men when they came out in the 60s, and then when they became huge in the 70s. And then parts 2 and 3 are all about the Phoenix Saga and the Dark Phoenix Saga. So if you've got 2 hours, I can explain to you the entire fucking Phoenix Saga from the comic books, okay? Like, the actual source material. We do voiceovers, we, like, show, like, panels and do animated stuff, like... It's great. It's great. It's really good. You'll really like it. And people are always like, oh my god, you made me cry at the scene. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I did, because it's so good.
You're bragging.
So, yeah. I know. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what I did. And, yeah. Iceman is gay now, actually. Young teen Iceman is gay. I think old Iceman is still, he's never, I don't think he's died. Or if he has, I don't know, whatever the fuck. He's Bobby Drake. There's 2 Bobby Drakes. There's older Bobby Drake, and then there's younger Bobby Drake. Younger Bobby Drake is gay. Older Bobby Drake is like, I don't really know. I'm kind of figuring it out. So, it's kind of interesting.
Are you reading DC Comics now?
Didn't I pick up something from DC? What did I pick up? Oh, gosh, I can't remember. Oh, Batman. Yeah, I did start reading Batman. Duh, I'm so stupid. I'm drunk.
You've been drinking.
I know. No, I picked up Batman because he got engaged to Catwoman. And so I've been wanting Catwoman and Batman to get together for a long time. So I was like, oh, you're doing that? Okay. So I came and I got a bunch of them, and I haven't, like, read all.
Batman is getting married?
Yeah, yeah. And it's, like, about time, dude. Like, you've had like, you need a girl in your life. Like, he's had, like, dudes in his life for too long. Like, that's... You have to balance it out. So, I'm really excited. So I bought those, and I've been reading them, and, like, they're okay. Like, we'll see. It's still happening. It's still developing. They aren't actually married. They're just engaged right now, so we'll see how it goes. But let's go to our next segment, where we're going to talk about Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Whoa.
You guys have been waiting.
This is a big deal.
Whoa. Holy shit. Star Wars: The Last Jedi, guys. Bye.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so let's get into our final big movie review.
Final big movie.
Star Wars.
What did you think about the Star Wars?
The Last Jedi. I watched it.
You watched it.
Well, okay, so I liked it better than the last 2 movies.
Everyone's been asking, what does Comic Book Girl think about the Star Wars movie?
You guys have been asking, what does Comic Book Girl think of the new Star Wars movie? And the new Star Wars movie, I liked it better than the last 2.
You liked it better than the last 2. Wow.
I mean, I'll say that. I mean, I'm still not, like, on drinking the Kool-Aid, but, like, I thought that I didn't get the hate towards this that, like, I really didn't like the first 2. I was like, oh, boring, seen it, done it, who cares, whatever.
You mean Star Wars: The Force Awakens and Rogue One you didn't like that much?
Yeah, I wasn't drinking that Kool-Aid at all.
Why?
Well, The Force Awakens was just like, oh, we just did A New Hope again. We're just going to do the same beats over and over again. And then Rogue One was just kind of like, I don't know, I just felt unnecessary and long and boring. I didn't get into it. And then this one, it's like, okay, so this one...
Oh, you're going to piss some people off.
Whatever. So I don't like... I'm not a Star... I'm Dune lady. Okay, I'm a Dune lady. I don't care about Star Wars. So, keeping that in mind...
Oh, I don't care about Star Wars.
I'm better than you. I'm a Dune lady, yeah.
Yeah.
So with this one though, Rian Johnson really worked to subvert our expectations, because in, the other movie it's like, oh, you have these expectations and they were fulfilled. In this movie, he's like trying to subvert those.
Subvert expectations? What does that mean? What do you mean?
Well, he's trying to do the opposite of what you think that they're going to do. Instead of, like, replaying the same beats like they did the last time, they're going to, like, do it different this time. And, like, fucking...
Oh.
Yeah.
So, like what?
Well, I don't know. I don't even care.
So that's what she thought about Star Wars.
Pretty much. No, okay, so, fuck. Okay.
Did you already forget?
No, okay. Here's the thing. So you see in the fucking Force Awakens that Rey is like, oh, finds fucking Luke, and you think that he's gonna train her, right? You think he's gonna train her as some fucking Master Jedi, like Yoda.
Like Yoda.
But it turns out in this movie, he's like, fuck you, Rey. You're cramping my style. Get the fuck out. Leave me alone the whole time. He's like trying to be a gross old man, just like bum her out. Like, I can't believe. Okay, so I didn't see it right away.
Did you see that titty milk scene?
The titty milk scene was my favorite scene. It was
Why?
So good. I laughed so hard. It was so Luke, okay? Because Luke has been already established as drinking the blue milk, okay? And, like, in this one...
What does that mean?
Well, like, okay, Luke, let's be real about it real quick, okay? Let's be real about it, okay? Because, like, Han Solo is the hot, cool one, right? Luke is the fucking lame virgin who's, like, not cool, who drinks fucking milk. You know what I'm saying? He goes to the fucking bar and he orders
There's a milk drinking scene?
Yeah, and so in this one, you know, he's, like, hanging out and, like, fucking homegirls, like, follow him around, and then he goes and, like, fucking milks this fucking beast, and then like drinks this titty milk.
How does he milk it? Do it again.
Like this, and then like this milk comes out, and the beast is like, oh, like it's so fucking fucked up. And it's like Tim and Eric. It was like weird Tim and Eric shit. And
I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay.
Well, I like that he's drinking the milk still. Like he's like, I'm still a weird fucking virgin, fucking weirdo dork. You know, like, get the fuck away from me, bitch. And she's like, you're gonna teach me. And he's like, get the fuck out of my face.
I don't think Star Wars fans are gonna like your interpretation.
I don't give a fuck. It's fine. This is like, whatever. This is what you came for. What did you expect? So, I liked the titty milk scene. I thought... Okay, so then we have... Alright, let me just tell you. Okay, I was so pissed when, okay, so you have Kylo Ren, or Ben, and Rey, and they have this, like, fucking connection, supposedly by Snoke or some shit, whatever, who's Snoke, what the fuck. And then she's like, I'm gonna come save him or something, flies in, and is like, what the fuck is your plan, whatever. And then she immediately gets captured, and then she goes to the fucking deal, and Snoke's like, I did this all, I'm a puppet master. And then he fucking... And then he's like, kill Rey, Kylo Ren, and prove that you're for me. And it's like, dude, of course this guy's gonna fucking kill the old man versus, like, the hot young fucking chick. Like, it's like, dude, this guy's had... The problem with Kylo Ren is that he's had too much fucking lame dudes in his life, okay? He's had Snoke, who's a fucking asshole, and you've had fucking a dork fucking... Luke, like, he hasn't had enough pussy in his life.
Language, you're cursing a lot.
Kylo needs a girl, okay? Like, that's his big problem. He needs a lady, and so he doesn't have enough feminine influence in his life. So they subvert your expectations. They kill off Snoke. You think he's gonna be this big fucking character, and no, he's fucking dead. Okay, all right.
What did you think about the part where Princess Leia flew through space with the Force?
I was like, whatever, really? Okay. Like, you had a perfect exit for her to leave because she died in real life, and I think that it's in good taste to just kill her off in the movies, but instead they decided to not kill her off and then have her use the Force, and I was like, okay, whatever.
So
anyways, so Rey and Kylo Ren are killing all these red dudes. She's having the time of her life, and then he's like, okay, they kill all the red dudes, and then he's like, take my hand. We'll tear down the rebellion. We'll fucking tear down the fucking New Order. We'll build a new life. Let's just do this, bitch. And she's like, no. And he's like, you could have stopped everything if you had just...
Oh, you think she should have joined him?
I mean, kinda. That would have been the end of it, wouldn't you think? I mean...
Oh, that would have been a different ending than I was expecting.
Yeah, and then we wouldn't have to watch any more Star Wars movies. It'd be over.
What?
That's what I want.
Well, what kind of, like, new government would they make?
I don't know, but, like, here's the thing. The New Order already fucking owns everybody. They're like Google or whatever the fuck.
Actually, if you think about the New Order's kind of inept. They built another Death Star for no reason in the last movie.
Whatever. Yeah, just like, apparently there's no other leadership at this place. There's no board of directors here. There's just, like, Kylo Ren and this other white dude who's, like, the face of, like, English fucking imperialism. The other guy, what's his name? Hook or whatever the fuck. You know, they only have these two assholes, and it's like, yeah, she should have stayed with him and, like, fucking torn it all down and, like, rebuilt some shit. Like, that would have been, that's the movie I want to see.
What do you think of the ending with Luke and the ATRTs shooting the lasers at him. That was really cool.
Oh, you mean when Luke pieced the fuck out?
When Luke was using his meditation powers. That was really cool.
I like that Luke is using meditation powers. I like that. I mean, I liked Luke's evolution in this because I've always seen him as a dork, and I think that in this movie they didn't show him as a badass. He's still a dork, and like I thought that was cool. And he came to save his sister because that's the only woman he's ever loved, ever connected with. It's his twin sister, and he came to white knight her ass, and then afterwards he pieced the fuck out, and he was just meditating so hard, and then after he was like, peace, and like he just like fucking...
That was cool.
I mean, I guess I did think that Kylo Ren's high-waisted pants were unfortunate for that shirtless scene. I thought that was like, maybe you shouldn't go with him because of that. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you would have seen my hilarious memes about it.
We're how close are we to midnight here?
Okay, and then what else? I don't know. Some other bullshit happened.
Well, Comic Book Girl, what was your favorite part in Return of the Jedi? I mean, this movie.
You fuck. What was my favorite part? Drunk. In whatever the fuck. What was my favorite part? Okay, I'll tell you my favorite part. I'll tell you my favorite part in this movie. My favorite part was Rey finding the middle ground. You have Rey my favorite part was Rey finding the middle ground. You have Kylo Ren, who's telling his story that, like, oh, fucking Luke tried to kill me, fuck this guy. And, like, from his perspective, he was right. And then she hears Luke's story, and Luke is like, oh, I was gonna kill him, but then I didn't, but then he woke up, and then he got fucked up, and like, ugh. And so you find out that, like, the real truth is this middle gray area. It's like this gray area. And I thought that that's how life really works. And I thought that that was something that was really helpful because a lot of times you have people who are like, oh, let me tell you my side of the story. And then someone else has this other extreme side of the story. And generally, if you mix the two and just, like, find a middle ground, like, that's what it is.
Comic Book Girl, did you hear that some Star Wars fans are upset about this movie for some reason, although the director Rian Johnson has said that the changes were necessary in order to evolve this world. What do you think?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people are bummed, and I think it's really because Luke wasn't a big badass. I think that when they showed Luke as the kind of dork virgin that he was, people got mad.
Well, like he should be the cool guy that won the last 3 movies, and now he's the king of the world or something?
Yeah, right, yeah. And they wanted to see him, like, train Rey and be all about the Jedi and the Force, and instead he's like, I don't know, this shit's a fucking lame bunch of bullshit, and it doesn't really work, and everything sucks, and the rebellion's a bunch of bullshit, and just let it die, because it's just gonna eat your life.
What? He didn't say that.
I mean, he did. I mean, he lives on a fucking island by himself. That's what he's saying, is like, get the fuck out of my face, I don't believe in this shit.
What? No, that's not what he said. She said he had cut himself off from the Force.
Yeah, he cut himself off from all of it. He cut himself off from the Force. He cut himself off from the Rebellion. He cut himself off from the New Order. He was just like, I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm taking the middle path. I'm a Buddhist, and I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna meditate on my fucking island. Fuck you.
This isn't the movie I saw.
I don't know. I'm not... I have a weird... I'm not the one to... Don't...
You're not the one to ask about Star Wars.
Ask me about Dune.
This is by far your worst movie review.
It's the best. It's the best review. I just think everyone should have a good time and love each other. If everybody loved each other, the world would be a better place. And I think Tommy Wiseau's right. I think that Tommy Wiseau's right. Right? You're with me. You're with me.
Comic Book Girl.
Yes.
Who do you want to direct the next Star Wars movie? Rian Johnson or J.J. Abrams?
I mean, I don't really care, but if I had to pick, I guess, I'd say keep going Rian Johnson.
I like Rian Johnson.
I mean, yeah. Because J.J. Abrams is, like, committee man, whereas, like, Rian Johnson, they just kind of let him do whatever, which, I'd rather see someone do whatever than someone who's, like, committee man.
Do something new?
I mean, I don't know if I would say new, but something that's not committee. Like...
Okay. All right, well, now we're going to take questions live from the internet about Star Wars.
All right, what did you think? Who do you think is going to end up with Rey? Is it going to be Poe Or Finn? Do you think that Rose is going to end up with Finn? Who's going to end up with Finn? Is it going to be Poe or Rey or Rose or Kylo? Or should they all have a hot foursome together and just get it over with?
Oh my gosh.
Let's go to the internet now. Hey, that was our Star Wars review. You guys have been waiting for it.
Oh my gosh.
There it is. I talked about Star Wars. I did it. I did it all.
Hey, did you know that we're the only YouTubers to ever have a New Year's special live on the internet?
Is that true?
Yes. Somebody said it in the comments.
Okay, sure. I mean, if that's true, that's cool. If not, whatever. I don't care. I didn't have a party to go to. I'll make my own party. I'm having my own party tonight. So that's what we're doing. And I got 2,000 people coming to my fucking party.
So now we're going to drop the ball, right?
Well, we're going to drop the ball in like 10 minutes. But first we're going to talk about this Jedi movie for a minute. And then we're going to do the ball.
So what did you think of The Last Jedi?
Yeah, it was just fine. It was alright. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I'm very neutral. I'm very, like, Last Jedi neutral. I'm just kind of like, okay, you know. I thought, like, it was weird when, like, Luke was like, I'm going to burn all these books, and then Yoda pops in, and then he just, like, burns the books, and it's like, well, and then it makes, like, Luke, like, an asshole, like he wasn't, and it's like, that's exactly what he was going to do, but that doesn't make any sense. And, yeah, I don't know. I mean, some people said, like, oh, why are you hating on virgins? I'm not hating on virgins. I'm just saying, like, that's what he is. And, like, the only woman he ever loved was his sister. His twin sister was the only woman, and, like, and it was for her that he came back and, like, helped her, you know?
There were a lot of movies that happened in between that he could have hooked up with a lot of chicks.
Yeah, but he never did. He's never, in the movie universe, he's never had a love interest, and I mean, you never see him with a girl, and he's just on an island training people, like, training Kylo or Ben or whatever.
Well, maybe we'll make one of those in-between movies of his pimp years.
But, I mean, just look at him, you know that he's not that guy. Like Luke doesn't, this guy doesn't fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, Han Solo, like, this guy fucks, you know, but, like, this other guy, like, he's not, and that's fine. Like, it's not everybody has to. Like, that's not everybody's thing in life. Some people are more asexual. Some people, like, don't give a fuck. Some people have other goals, higher goals. Some people, like, channel all that energy into something that's even greater, like the Force, you know? So it's like, I'm not hating, but I'm just saying that's what the deal. And it is, but he is lame for drinking milk all the time. But then again, that's better, too. He shouldn't be drinking fucking booze. If you're actually a good person, you should, like, not drink booze.
How would you feel if you went to a bar and your friend ordered milk?
I would feel like... I mean, well, if they're the DD, then okay, whatever. But if they're just, like, hanging out... But then again, I do that. I get waters and stuff. Like, and I'll, like, take an edible or I'll smoke outside and, like, get fucked up and get high. And then I'll go inside and I'll just drink water.
Jim's Fusion has a question. Did you like the porgs?
Jim's Fusion. Did I like the porgs? I love more
porgs.
Dude, more porgs, bro. More porgs! Lay it on me, porgs. Lay it on me, porgs. I really like the porgs. They're really stupid.
Beans is like a porg.
Beans is like a little porg. She has a little porg face. Anyways, they were cute. Yeah, they were cute.
Did you see that scene where that one was wearing a headset? Like,
yeah, it was really cute. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be cute, and they did it. And they were like, they reminded me of Tribbles, the Trouble with Tribbles. You know, where it's like, oh, you see that there's one porg on the ship, and now there's like 10 porgs on the ship, you know? And it's like, the trouble with Tribbles, like, these motherfuckers multiply. And you see them multiplying. There's a little nest in the corner. Yeah. So, yeah, porgs are cool. I'm down with porgs. I don't know why Rose stopped that dude from sacrificing himself. Like, wouldn't that be, like, fix their problem or, like, part of their problem? And, like, give them some time, but then she wouldn't let him make a valiant sacrifice, which I don't know how to feel about that. The problem with Star Wars for me is that it never really knows what it's trying to say. I feel like it has all these really mixed messaging that, like, clash, and I'm just always like, do you know what you're talking about? Like, do you even, like, because you keep, you'd say one thing, and then you tell me another thing, and then you show me this other thing, and then you show me this other thing, and then, like, none of it seems to be matching up for me.
Maybe you watched it wrong.
I mean, I don't know. I'm a Dune lady. Ask me about Dune. You know, ask me about Dune. And, you know, if you want to ask me, oh, comic book girl, what is the best thing you did all year? Like, what's the thing that you're the most proud of that you did all year? I would say Dune Club. I would say Dune Club. It was the best thing I've ever done.
Well, what's the best thing you're going to do in 2018?
I don't know yet. I mean, I'm going to start with Watchmen Club, and we'll go from there.
We only got like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, we got a few more minutes. Yeah, we're good. We got like 6 more minutes. But yeah, I like that. It's so weird. I was just thinking about this, actually. This just occurred to me. So in the prequels, you have Padme and Anakin, and that goes bad. It doesn't work out between them, and they can't be together, and it just doesn't work out. And then in the original trilogy, I mean, really, Luke is in love with Leia. I mean, that's the only woman he ever loved. Like, I'm not saying, like, it could be agape love or whatever the fuck, or it's just, like, spiritual, like, they really have a connection and he's, whatever. But he can't be with her either, So there's another thing where there's the hero and then, like, he can't get with the girl, Like, the guy who has the Force and then he can't, like, it doesn't work out. And then in this movie, again, it's like, okay, so now you have Kylo Ren, and he's up, and he's like, and it's interesting because I do believe that if you look at your, like, there's this thing called, like, psychogenealogy that, like, Alejandro Jodorowsky came up that says, like, if you look at your family tree, you'll see these loops, these karmic cycles that keep happening. Like, something your dad will play out, and your grandfather's done the same thing, and his father's done the fucking same thing. So it's interesting to see that throughout these movies. But it's interesting to see that each time these guys get denied, they go kind of rogue. I mean, I guess Luke didn't because it was his sister, so he's like, okay, well, it makes sense that I can't have her, so I can deal with it. But, like, the other two, I don't know. Tarantino for Star Trek? Sure, why not? I mean, the Star Trek franchise movies are a mess, so, like, I'll give them a shot. Who cares? Craig Ellingson says, one-word review of The Dark Tower. Balls.
Oh, that was the worst movie of the year.
Ooh, I totally forgot about Dark Tower. You're right. That is the worst movie. I'm going to take it back. Dark Tower was the worst movie of the year. Move over, King Arthur. Dark Tower. God, what a disappointment that was. That was such a fucking disappointment. I was just, like, not even into it. Connor Gibson says Ender's Game Club, and that's actually something I've really been thinking about for the next one. I don't know. I'm torn between doing an Ender's Game Club and also, I mean, maybe we'll just do, like, the next Dune book. Also, I kind of want to keep going with Dune Club and do the next Dune book. So, but we got time to figure that out. I need to get through Watchmen Club first before I make any decisions. Again, I like to leave room in my life. I don't have everything planned out. In fact, I have almost nothing planned out. I don't even know what I'm doing, like, I know what I'm doing for the next 3 days, but after that, I have no fucking clue. So, I try to just live in the moment here. And, see
4 minutes.
Go. Yeah, we got 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes remaining. Then
What happened to the music?
Oh, yeah, the music. I keep forgetting. I'm such a drunk person.
You're drunk.
Whatever. I'm doing my best here. I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm doing this thing. We're having a great time. I'm having a wonderful time. And I'm really excited to be sharing my New Year's Eve with the internet this year. I like hanging out with the internet. I think you guys are cool. Honestly, this is, like, a lot more fun than hanging out with, like, most people I know. And most other people I know, like, people I really want to hang out with are like, oh, I'm tired and they're not doing anything. And then the people I don't want to hang out with anybody. I'd rather hang out with the internet. But yeah, Star Wars Book Club? No, we're not going to do that. No, come on. American Gods Club? Okay, Davey. I'll keep it under advisement. But the thing is, I've never read that. And I don't want to do a book club of a book that I've never read before. Like, Lovecraft content would be interesting if we did a Lovecraft club and I just picked different short stories and then we read them. And then once a week talked about one of the short stories over, like, 6 weeks. Oh, Space Brain, do you have something to say?
Remember the Greater Creators episode?
Oh, yeah, we had a Greater Creators episode on Lovecraft that never happened, and we didn't get to do it, and so now I have all this Lovecraft knowledge that I haven't got to, like, use for anything.
What happened with that episode?
Well, we just got behind, and we had to just expand other episodes, to hit our deadlines and stuff, so it was, shit happens.
Maybe you should tell people that Greater Creators is coming to YouTube this year.
Oh, yeah, Greater Creators is a show we worked on last year where we profiled all of some of our favorite creators. And whether they're in the movies or comic book or novels or whatever the fuck, the people who are the best, our favorite storytellers, people who created universes and amazing things like that. Even Frank Frazetta, Jack Kirby, Stanley Kubrick, Alan Moore, and those are on the Go 90 channel on YouTube. Most of them are on there, I think. So, yeah. Yeah, most of them are on there. Oh, man.
Spawn Club. That's what we're doing next.
Spawn Club. I don't want to do Spawn Club.
What?
I don't want to do Spawn Club. I don't want to do Spawn Club.
Well, the viewers, we got to give the viewers what they want.
Yeah. Well, okay, so somebody's talking about he has a genetic sexual attraction, whatever. You know, I just think that, like, okay, there's a thing called intimacy, right? And, like, being born in a womb, like becoming incarnated in a womb with another person is about the most intimate you can get with anyone. And you would never, ever be able to be as intimate necessarily with another person as you are with the person that you grew up in a womb with. So it's like, I could see how someone would, you know, like twins, like there is a thing where like twins just hang out with each other, and it's not necessarily sexual, it's just like, I mean, sometimes it can be if you're like Jamie Lannister, but if it's like, you know, there's it's intimacy, and like that's what people really crave is intimacy. And
did you know Spawn is almost to issue number 300? Like
no,
in a couple weeks.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
We gotta go pick it up.
Do we? We have to go pick it up, huh? Oh, here we go. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Oh.
Hold on.
It's almost midnight.
Hold on. Whoa! Oh no!
Oh no!
No! Don't look! Okay, it's totally fine.
She preemptively
Totally
dropped
fine.
the ball.
It's totally fine. Hey!
You dropped the
no,
ball.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh, it's midnight.
It's midnight. Oh, it's midnight. Whoa, 2018, everyone. 2018. 2018, dog.
Wait, so your ball is a Death Star?
Yeah, I made it.
Oh.
Woo!
Pop the champagne.
Woo! I got some stuff here. Hold on. I'm gonna get Robot to do this because he's got pinchers. You gotta pop it that way, like not towards the electronics. Like that. Like don't like. Oh, okay. Whew. All right. Hey guys, Happy New Year. Here's to fucking 2018, baby.
Woo!
Here's to 2018, guys.
We've got one more bit left.
Here you go, Robot. Here you go. Here's your drink. Hold on. I'm letting him drink tonight. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That's a bad idea. Just, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's you know, Robot's getting older and it's okay. You know, I think it's time for him to try some champagne. So, Happy New Year's, guys. Embrace the chaos in 2018. Let me tell you a little fun fact.
Oh, okay.
I'm a student of the tarot. And so every year since 2000, you know, I've been like associating that year with like a major arcana card. I just recently started doing this for the last few years, but like, and so 17 was the star card. 17 is like my year, and I did have a really good year. I had a really fucking banner year, and I said like I was like, dude, 2017 is gonna be my year, bitch. It's gonna be my year, and like honestly, it fucking was awesome. Like I had a really great year. I feel really proud of everything I did. And so 2018 is the moon, and the moon card is all about night journeys. It's all about going on these like weird journeys where we don't know like what's right and what's wrong isn't going to be obvious, and that we're going to have to use our intuitions. And yeah, so guys, get ready to use your intuition a lot more next year because it's going to be the moon card, baby. It's going to be a very spiritual year. It's very feminine energy is going to continue to come out. I'm excited about that. There's a super moon tonight. I believe it's in Cancer, which is like really, I love like moons and full moons in Cancer. I always feel a lot of love when the full moon's in Cancer. My heart overflows a lot.
Yes. And 2018 is the year of the robot.
The year of the dog. But that's not it. That's not quite yet. The Chinese New Year starts a little bit later. But yeah. So yeah, guys. Cheers.
Sure.
Cheers. Here. Aw, thank you. Yeah, are you guys ready for some weird-ass spiritual journeys? Because I am. I'm so excited. So excited. And everyone, I hate seeing these people. Everyone's like, 2017 sucked. Worst year ever. It's just like, well, speak for yourself, bro. I did Doom Club.
Oh, you had a good year?
Yeah, I did have a good year. I feel really great about this year. 2016 was hard. 2016 year was hard for me. That was a hard year. And, like, this year was still a lot of work. But it wasn't, like... It wasn't nearly as harsh and as hard as 2016 was. I feel like it was really fulfilling. I feel like I was really fulfilled by the I chose the projects that I did, and I managed them, and I came up with these ideas, and like I really worked for myself all year, and I made enough money for us to keep going for another year, you know, because that's the big thing, is like, how are we gonna fund this? And we fucking did it, and like Dune Club did it, and Patreon did it, and like it was a really banner year. So yeah, so thanks for growing with us. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. You guys are the ones who've supported us. Like, we're not paid by anybody to be here. Like, nobody's paying us to do this. Like, we're doing this of our own volition, because this is fun, and we like saying goofy shit on the internet, and like posting some fucking bullshit, and you guys like it, and you guys have supported it, and I'm like, cheers, like, thank you, internet. Like, you guys are so great. Like, I don't know, I'm really overwhelmed. You guys are nice. I mean, everybody's talking shit about the internet all the time. Like, oh, people are just in their basement on the internet. I'm like, fuck you, dude. You know what? I'm the internet. You're the internet. We're all on the fucking internet all the time. It is a physical embodiment of, like, the fucking idea sphere, okay? Like, don't even. Like, get out of here with this fucking cynical bullshit. Like, oh, all you can see are the fucking shitty comments? Well, then maybe that's something that means there's something wrong with you. Okay, because I see a lot of beauty on the internet. I see a lot of people connecting. I see a lot of people who normally can't interact with people on, like, in a real life level. Like, they're able to interact and, like, able to, like, find friends and, like, real friends. And, like, I've made friends on the internet. I never thought I'd make, like, friends somewhere else on the internet. It's crazy. So, oh, by the way, like, marijuana's legal! Woo! Officially. Officially, support net neutrality, guys. That's the whole thing.
Okay, everyone's waiting for the real segment here.
Okay.
Who will Comic Book Girl kiss at midnight?
Who will I kiss at midnight? Cheers. We'll find out.
Okay.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Thank you for joining us for the Comic Book Girl 19 New Year's special.
Now I'm going to the club.
Woo! Woo!
Ladies, meet me at the club.
Meet me at the club, beans. So sick. Popping off 2018. Oh.
Yeah. This has been the Comic Book Girl 19 New Year's special.
This has been the Comic Book Girl 19 New Year's special. Mwah. Kiss beans.
Who are you gonna kiss at midnight?
I'm gonna kiss this bean cat.
I thought you were gonna kiss me.
Of course she doesn't want me. That's always how it goes. They never want it. The ones I want to kiss, I want to kiss. This year I'm gonna